Hello, guys. Hello, good morning. I hope all of you are doing well if there's anyone watching now or maybe later. But welcome back to the stream. Today we are streaming the round five of Inter IIT chess matches. Today is IIT Kanpur against IIT Madras. We are currently the we're currently fourth in the leaderboard after the fourth round. We lost yesterday against IIT Bombay 3-1, which was a little devastating, and one of our boards had to go a little rogue in hopes of a win, but it didn't work out there. But yeah, so the leaderboard is as follows. We have IIT KGP on top, followed by IIT Bombay, followed by IIT Indore, and then IIT Kanpur. So yeah, and then a lot of teams on 5 points, that is two wins and one draws, and KGP has four wins. I think Bombay has three wins and one draw. Indore has three wins and one loss. We have two wins, one draw, one loss, and I think other teams are the same as us. I'm currently the only one on stream right now, but we'll soon have Bharadwaj joining. He is one of the veterans of the IITK chess team, has gone to a lot of inter-IIT matches to represent IIT Kanpur and other tournaments to again represent IIT Kanpur. So yeah, we will not be using the eval bar today, eval bar today for once, and yeah, he is going to, help us think from the player's perspective and play the game live, literally. So yeah, hopefully that will be fun. But yeah, let's see. I hope I'm not audible or anything. Okay, cool. Good morning, Jai Shri Ram. I'm KGP alumni only, but hometown in Kanpur. Oh, I see. Good morning. Damn, I didn't expect anyone to be online. Anyhow, so obviously, like I said, we'll be avoiding the eval bar today, but till he comes, I'll just try to give a rough evaluation of whatever is being shown right now. It should be very equal because the games have just started. They're still in the opening phases. A lot of it might still be theory or just lines that all of the other players, I mean, the opponents have studied. But let's go over it anyways. So Prithvijit's game started off as a Yep, started off as a Sicilian. So e4, c5, knight c3, knight c6. It's closed right now. Bishop b5, knight d4, knight f3, a6, b2, e6, castles, knight e7, rook e1, knight takes on e2, knight takes back on e2, knight c6, d4, c takes d4, knight takes d4, bishop e7. I think, but they have already gone into something that has never been played. Like after here, this line was played, but takes is not the best move. The best move is, I think the engine showed it already. It's knight to c6. But yeah, so they have already gone out of theory here. D4, c takes d4, knight takes d4, bishop e7, bishop e3, castles a3. This is the position where we are at, and the engine is showing it to be roughly equal. So that's Prithvijit's game. Prithvijit is playing the black pieces, obviously. And moving on to the next game, we have Spandan versus Manakil. So Spandan, Siddharth, Spandan has a little bit better position compared to uh, black, obviously, but not significantly great, of course. I think it's the Benko Gambit decline. Let's just go over it. D4, knight f6, c4, c5, d5. Yeah, he started with Benoni defense, b5, and then Benoni Gambit, like giving up this piece, obviously. Knight f3, g6, c takes b5, a6, b6, bishop g7, knight c3, queen takes b6, e4, d6, a4. Wow. Okay. Knight to d7. So this is the Benko Gambit declined, and this is the main line so far. So all of it has been complete theory. But yeah, let's see what happens next. I mean, let's see. So this is where we are at right now in this game. Moving on to Pratik's game. So Pratik playing the black pieces here, and it's showing a little bit of a disadvantage to him already from the get-go. E4, C6, D4, D5. Caro-Kann is on the board. E5, Bishop F5, Knight F3, E6, Bishop E2, Knight D7, castles, Knight e7, c3, c5, d takes c5, knight c6, b4. So they're in the Caro-Kann defense advanced variation only as of now, and I'm not sure what it is specifically. I just know the starting few moves. Let me check here actually. So it's the Caro-Kann defense advanced variation, short variation. Okay, interesting. Cool. So that is what is going on Prateek's board. It shows it gives an edge to the IIT Madras player right now. And our final board, Jayaraman, he's playing the white pieces. A lot of moves haven't happened here. So d4, knight f6, knight f3, g6, bishop f4. So London system, bishop g7, e3, d6, h3, h3. Okay. Castles, bishop e2, c5, castles, knight c6, e3, knight h5, bishop h2, c takes d4. Hmm. So this is the position where we are at. So we already went out of theory, I think, on this line. It's the usual line is c3, but maybe they have done some preparation. We cannot be too sure. Even d5 here. But yeah, probably d5. D5 looks a little better, I guess. D5, there's C3, D5, maybe not very sure, but maybe a knight C3 here first, and then this. But okay. So, anyways, A3, knight H5, BH2, C takes D4. This is the position where we're at right now. Oh. And it shows like +1 advantage for white, so not really an advantage. Although it does also show that he only has two moves to make, which is not that difficult, I hope, to realize. So in this position, basically you have to either take with this or take with this, and it's saying that this is better. Um, Not sure why, because maybe you can't take back, because knight takes back. This is obvious. I mean, that is not the question, because if you take like this, then he can nicely take back. And then maybe something like queen b6 at double attack here, you'll have to do something like this. Or maybe you'll have to eventually give up that pawn too. I'm not very sure. But yeah, so okay, we are on this move right now. Yeah, the eval bar will be off, but I think you'll be able to see the eval bar roughly on the side. So maybe just, comment in the live chat that you want us to switch the games, because we might not notice, considering the eval bar will be off after Bharadwaj comes. Yeah, the games are going to be a little slow. It's only the start right now. So we have around 3 hours of chess coming our way, and 3 hours of quality chess for sure. So yeah, let's see what happens. It's a tough opponent today as well. IIT Madras is a strong team. Although I think they haven't had the start they were hoping for as well. And let's see what happens today. We have 5 people watching. Hmm. Interesting. Hello guys. Hello everyone. What is your rating in online chess platforms? I don't. I personally don't really play long format games anymore. Not even Rapid. I just play Bullet. I think I had around 1700 this last month. I haven't been playing a lot of Bullet either now. So that was Bullet. Blitz was around 1600, and I've stopped playing Rapid, but I think 1550 or 1600. I'm not sure. One of the two. Although I did lose a lot of rating in Rapid at some point because I hadn't played Rapid in my account. On this account, I'm not sure what are the stats. Let's just see. Yeah, I haven't played a lot of Rapid on leeches, so on leeches, this is what it is. Bullet has dropped quite a bit. Ultra Bullet, I don't play much. Blitz is nine. Blitz is 1953 on leeches, but that's fine. I was talking about chess.com, and yeah, that's okay. Anyways, let's stick to the games. Oh, you all probably weren't able to see it very well on my screen, but okay. Mm, Prateek's game is already looking a little worrying. Like, I don't know, something seems a little off. We knew all this. We had reached till here, maybe. Hmm. She took. Okay. Wow. Yeah, just didn't take back, give away the pawn. Like, take it. I don't care. You can have it. Although she could have probably just taken it back too, but yeah. I think this seems to be the better move according to the engine, but there's not a lot of difference right now either. IT chess clubs are very well managed. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I think what our club tries to do is not just the club and teams are separate entities in Kanpur at least. So it's not necessary that the team player or a really good player will be a part of the club as such. They can play in the events that we do, but they don't have to be a part of the club exactly. Like they don't have to do any of the managing or they don't have to be an official secretary or coordinator. For example, I don't play well at all. So and I'm currently the coordinator along with two other co-coordinators who don't play well. One does play really well. So yeah, it's three people who don't really play well but love chess, and one of them plays well also, loves chess also. So yeah, currently I am Samsung chess champion. Oh, what what is that? Is this Samsung chess a different app for like Samsung devices? I am not very sure. Maybe the offline chess app that everyone has. Not sure. I'll just share a message. Do like the stream if you guys are enjoying it. Uh, yeah, let's see what happened. Still concerned about I'm not sure why. I mean, yeah, White's position does look a little good, but then his pieces haven't developed a lot as compared to Black, which sort of makes me feel like Black has, made up for any disadvantage already, but the engine doesn't seem to agree with me. Then again, I'm not very good at chess, so who knows? Hmm. I don't know. Here maybe just develop and try to castle. I don't think that's bad. Maybe if this happens, then this, then what? Actually, no. Actually, no. Why will he take this? That's stupid. So he'll take this. Force a similar exchange like the one that happened over here. Not the same thing, but a similar, pawn structure will happen. So here it will be these two. But anyways, yeah, I think Prateek is thinking about whether he wants to give up this bishop or not, but I think he has to give up that bishop, right? Or he could go bishop e4 and then I'm not sure. Maybe get pushed back. Yeah, he could just simply get pushed back. So not sure if bishop e4 is the move. Maybe just yeah, bishop e7, give away that. Yeah, I'll just show what I'm saying, but I'm not very sure. Might have to verify it with the engine. So in this position, the queen, or yeah, he'll not go here. That's pointless. Maybe here, maybe doesn't look very bad, or here, one of the two, you know, and then castles. So that's something that could follow. But yeah, I think Prateek is just thinking whether he wants to give away that piece or not. Um, okay, Jayaraman's board is not looking good at all. So I think he's made a mistake all of a sudden. Oh, he was on only moves. Oh no. Oh right, he was supposed to. So he does take, which was one of his only moves. Like he had to take with either of the pieces, which was fine. He went on to take the knight first. The issue with that is this knight goes back. I think it's fairly strong as compared to these two bishops, but I'm not sure what the exact advantage here is because you go here. Is he winning a pawn or something eventually down the line? Let's just look at this line once. So this happened on the board. Oh, this happened on the board or what? Yeah, it happened on the board. Okay, this is troubles for IIT Kanpur. Okay, wait, hold on. So, yeah, I mean, hold on. Should have taken it back because okay, yeah, this is the issue. Right. So, I mean, I think that is the issue at least. That pawn is falling and it's not good there because once you take here first, right, this simply goes back. Now you're forced to move this. This diagonal opens up. This pawn is falling. There's no way to defend it. So yeah, that was a silly error. I think someone has joined. Yeah, we have Bharadwaj with us. Hello, Bharadwaj. Good morning.
Hello, hello, hi
Hello.
Akshat.
Hi.
My camera is not visible. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll switch off the light because
Sure, sure.
what are you doing?
Doing
So
well,
where
doing
are
well.
you? In Kanpur or
No,
at
no,
Kanpur or at your home?
no, no, back home, back home.
So you're streaming from home. That's so
Uh-huh.
dedicated. Yeah,
Yeah, I think waking up is the difficult part. Streaming is still fine.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is very difficult. I mean, I can imagine.
Yeah. We were
So
currently on Jayaraman's game actually, and it's sort
the
of
games earlier,
right. Uh, what were you saying?
Jai Raman's game. Okay, let me see.
Yeah, I think he messed up an exchange on the 11th move. I mean,
No, let me see.
sure,
It's
sure.
not. So we have a London Kings Indian base setup. No move wasting too much time. H3. Hmm. Okay, H3 is a good move in many cases, but may not be so necessary here. The idea is to prevent Bishop G4
Right, right.
in many lines. And in the last game, he played H4, which
Right.
kind of went into a very complex territory which he didn't get the better of. So he's
Mm-hmm.
trying to uh, play a longer game this time, also respecting the opponent. That's a good choice. And H3 also has the benefit of whenever knight H5 is played, bishop H2. So this is
Mm-hmm.
a thematic part of the game as well in London. So
Right,
this
okay.
is fine so far. Castles, bishop e2, because the bishop d3 development would be dead there. But I think he could also try knight d2 here and play for the center straight away. That is also
Mm-hmm.
another option. But
Right.
mostly you should expect e5 break from black right now at any point. But instead black goes for c5, which is also fine. C3 may have been a better choice, but okay, castles is also fine. Knight C6, A3.
Can some.
I saw until this position before. I want to
Mhm,
try to understand what A3 is doing here. It is slightly responding to knight B5 and bishop F5 ideas, knight B4, bishop F5 ideas.
mhm.
However, there is a space grabbing move one could always go for here, like in D5. Maybe you could think about such moves in this position.
Right.
Instead of A3,
Mhm. D5 instead. Got it.
yeah, but that makes the diagonal, the bishop on G7 very strong. However,
Hmm.
it grabs space, and next move you can play knight C3, E4 as well.
Right.
So you can play with the space on the queen side in that case. I think D5 would have been a good challenging move here. A3, fine, it doesn't spoil the position, but slightly reacting to what black has played last move.
Mhm,
So knight H5 as expected, bishop H2, pawn takes, knight takes. This is a line I was seeing. I didn't like bishop takes H5. I would have preferred pawn takes D4.
mhm.
The reason is bishop takes H5,
Knight come
and
back,
now he
comes
just
back,
pops back with the knight, and the B2
and the
pawn is
bishop
hanging.
is open. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so this essentially loses a pawn.
Mhm,
I mean, pawn takes D4, knight F6, everything is fine. Both
mhm.
sides have the bishop pair. There is a structural imbalance.
Right.
Mm, Perhaps he has seen something that I'm not seeing. Black doesn't get anything after pawn takes D4
Mhm.
immediately. And also, you have a central pawn reinforcing the center on D4. White has a center pawn, whereas black has still his pawn on the sixth rank at best. So, pawn takes D4 is the most natural move here.
Right.
So, I am not sure why he went for bishop takes H5 here. Thought
Mhm,
maybe takes H5 was forced, but that is not forced at all.
mhm.
Personally, I would have gone knight C6.
Knight C6. Okay.
Yeah, not knight E6 from black side.
Mhm. Right. Got it. I mean, any particular reason why
No,
to
I'm
keep the
just trying to
E4?
understand the difference between knight E6 and knight C6. Knight
Mhm.
E6 has the idea to maneuver the knight to C5, then to E4, control the board that way.
Right. Okay.
But knight C6 is a more safer alternative. You could maneuver knight C6, knight E5,
Mhm.
and have the control over the center in that way. I mean,
Got it.
pushing either B4 or F4 is weakening for white anyway.
Mhm.
So it's a choice. Like knight e6 is also fine. You can't ever play b4 to kick the knight on from c5. c5 is a
Right. Right.
stable square at this point.
Mhm.
Now he will prove that it is a very stable square by taking the pawn. And white's compensation is very difficult in this position. There is something though, something to work with.
Mhm.
Bishop f3,
Bishop F3. Okay.
Immediately bishop f3 and then knight d5. Somehow try to get the knight to d5 is what I was thinking. This is a hard position to play now.
Mm-hmm. Bishop x3.
Okay, let's see how it evolves.
Right.
Black is better here, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's still a fight. Main
Yeah.
thing is it, it is very hard to survive this, but it's still a fight. Anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
You must have seen the engine evaluation. What does it suggest
Let
at this
me
point?
switch it on. I switched it off. Shows minus 2.0 right now, but it's still loading. Obviously, it might take a little longer.
2.0.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
C4, A3
Engine.
weaknesses. Like, pawn takes d4 at that point would have been almost equal, right?
Hmm. Yeah, point. I think he had to take with the pawn. Anything else was a worse position. Obviously,
Yeah, at that point, if pawn takes d4, it was close to
it
equal,
was fine.
right?
Yeah, it was. It shows minus point 0.2. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
equal.
And bishop takes h5 is a blunder.
Hmm.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Let's continue with the next games.
sure. Let's switch to Pratik's game now. Pratik is playing the black pieces on board 3 against Narayani from IIT Madras. I think they had a Karukan
Hello.
defense. Hello, yes.
Okay,
Uh,
you're looking at Pratik's game.
Pratik's game, yes.
Ah, okay, let's see that. E4 c6. Sukarakan. A good see when you see a move like bishop e2,
Hmm.
you have to assess it as a very ambitious move. Not in the
Right.
sense that you are not developing the bishop to d3. Bishop d3 is the
Hmm.
most more natural
Natural move.
ambitious way. But
Right. Correct.
bishop e2 is actually more ambitious because it is declining a trade of pieces. So that's
Got
good
it.
from my side.
Hmm.
And also preserving the tension. Black's bishop on f5 is the best piece, and he doesn't want to trade it still. I mean,
Hmm.
it's another than an RNA, so it must
Uh-huh.
be
Yes,
still.
yes.
So maybe in the long term they have plans like h4, g4 as well. That's a good move, bishop e2. I
Hmm.
wasn't expecting that. Yeah, you really want to play c5 break here. When I see the advanced Kerokan, I would immediately go c5 straight away. But one has to know the theory there. Pawn takes c5, e6, knight f3, knight c6, and so on and so on.
Hmm.
Like I can show you one line if you are interested.
Sure, sure. On
Just
the seventh move, right? After c5.
on Pratik's board.
Hmm.
How
Right.
can I show it?
You can just tell me. I'll make it on the board.
Yeah, e4,
E4 after c5.
e4, c6, d4, d5, e5, advanced Kerokan.
E4 c6 d4 d5 e5
Yeah, c5,
c5
pawn
you
takes
already.
c5,
Right. Okay. Pawn takes c5
e6,
e6
knight f, knight f3,
knight f3. Yep.
knight c6.
Knight
Sorry,
c6.
not not e6. My bad, not e6. Let's go first knight c6,
First knight
knight
c6.
f3,
Okay. Knight f3.
bishop g4.
Bishop g4. Yeah.
Yeah, after bishop g4, c3.
c3. Okay.
Yeah, I mean just to say like a novice blunder, knight takes e5, knight takes e5, bishop takes d1, bishop b5 check,
Hmm.
game over. So
Oh.
things like this are there.
All
So
right.
the main idea of the Caro-Kann positionally for
Mm-hmm.
white when white plays the advanced Caro-Kann is always this thematic c3 b4. Let lose the e5 pawn eventually, but
Hmm.
protect the c5 pawn. So you are
Okay.
playing on the queen side. So
Got it.
c3 is always a good move in such situation. In some
Mm-hmm.
move order, it happened here as well.
Ah,
Yeah, c3, c5, pawn takes c5. This is the most thematic continuation. You open the board
got it.
for
Okay.
white. Knight c6, b4. Okay, I can understand now. Maybe Pratik could have done something here, like knight e7. You naturally go c5 first instead of, like, when you see bishop e2, c5 should be your natural instinct first,
Right.
not
Okay.
not knight
Knight
d7, because
e7.
knight
Uh-huh.
belongs to c6. This
Mm-hmm.
knight really belongs to c6. This knight belongs to maybe c6 or maybe g6 or maybe
Right.
f5 even. So
Okay.
multiple choices are there. But knight on d7 is slightly sitting passively.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he should have taken with the knight straight away. If b4 is played, now you can hop into the center, knight e4.
Mm-hmm.
And bishop b5, I can always have knight c6. That is covered. So not an issue there. Also, another major thing that black has to be careful about is something like, you have to be very careful about knight a3, knight b5, knight d6. This positional threat as well.
Knight e3, knight b5, knight. Ah,
Knight
okay. Knight
a3, knight
c7.
b5, knight d6.
Knight d6. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good outpost there. Got
yeah.
it.
A6 may be forced. That weakens the b6 square slightly
Mm-hmm.
when the bishop lands to b6. So those are all the ideas that white is
Right.
trying for in this position. Here, this is a difficult position again. Now, after f4, knight d7.
Oh, so he
I
does
think my
exchange of the bishop and then queen takes back. Okay.
is going bishop d3 first. Bishop takes, queen takes d3. I really like
Are you
the
saying
idea of
something,
f5
Bharadwaj?
here.
I'm not able to hear you.
So instead of bishop d3, I'm just considering f5 for a moment. Knight takes d4, queen takes d4, bishop takes f5, rook takes f5, pawn takes f5, and I don't
Sorry,
think this.
Bharadwaj, I wasn't able to hear you. I think my earphones got disconnected randomly. What line were
Okay,
you analyzing?
no, I'm just thinking about an exchange sacrifice line, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not a good sacrifice because White's army is not connected yet.
Okay, right.
So the idea is f5. Start with f5. Knight takes d4.
F5, knight takes d4,
There are choices here. Pawn takes g6 is a good choice, but I'm just considering this line. Queen takes d4, bishop
queen
takes
takes
f5, rook
d4.
takes f5, pawn takes f5, and you have the isolated pawns here, and the bishop can't develop. But the main problem is queen f6 is coming in this line. After
Okay.
white is too slow for the attack in this line.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe bishop b5, but this doesn't work. But
Right.
this kind of theme exists in the position now.
Mm-hmm.
Fi break is there. You have to
Got
be
it.
very
Mm-hmm.
careful uh, during your moves. Right now, White's coordination is not good enough for it not to work, but
Mm-hmm.
you have to be a
Eventually,
little
maybe.
careful. You have to be a little careful of this.
Correct.
If White played bishop d3, this is slightly harmless. Bishop d3, queen takes d3, bishop e7. Okay. So, what is the most forcing way to challenge things here? You can.
In wait, after bishop e7, let me check the engine. So it says the
I think
position
it
is
should
more
be
or less
f5.
equal. I
It
mean, there
is
are,
equal, but I think
yeah,
f5 should be a move. One of the
f5
moves,
f5
maybe.
is one of the moves. Yes, it shows 0.0 for f5, but yeah, it is one of the suggestions by the engine.
Yeah, f5 is a sharp territory. I'm not sure whether black should reply with a knight e5
Mm-hmm.
or something like that.
Right.
Because f5, the main point is your bishop on c1 becomes alive. The bishop
Mm-hmm.
belongs on the natural diagonal, not on the a3, b2 diagonal or a3 diagonal in this setup. So
Right.
f5 liberates the bishop on c1. So if Adani plays f5, then she is playing good. But if she doesn't, then Pratik's position is good,
Mm-hmm.
quite good. If he gets castles first, maybe he can do good.
Right.
It seems like pawn mass is entirely on the queen side, so naturally, like white player may think to play on the queen side.
Mm-hmm.
However, there is a potential f5 break and cause a weakness on e6 in this position.
Got it.
So white should play for king side as well, both sides.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only way to maintain initiative. Or if you don't play f5 at this point or two moves later, it may happen like I want a maneuver somehow one of the knights get to f5. Trade this knight and
Right.
get the other knight to f5.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Not sure how it works.
Yeah, I mean, in this position, getting to f5 is a little more than difficult, right? I mean, there's nothing to do right
True.
now.
So first
Maybe
castle,
later.
bishop
Mm-hmm.
f6, pressure along the long diagonal. This is a simple way to proceed with the
Okay.
things.
Uh-huh.
And also charge with the a5 break at some point.
Right. Okay.
Like let's say white plays a random move. Let's say I'm saying h3, a5, b5,
A5,
uh,
B5.
knight takes knight, pawn takes
Mm-hmm.
knight, knight takes c5, pawn takes e5, bishop f6.
Bishop F6. Hmm.
The rook is trapped. Or something if the knight is on c3, knight comes to c3, but let's say
Mm-hmm.
the queen was not on d3, but the rook will be trapped in this line. You
Got it. Mm-hmm.
got it right. So I'm just
Yeah.
suggesting some of the dangers for
Mm-hmm.
white as well. So let's say he plays a slow move h3, a5, b5. Firstly, b5 knight takes c5 is directly available, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but let's say even this line knight takes knight,
Knight
pawn
takes back.
takes knight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me make the random move better. Let me play queen e2 as the random move.
Okay, all right. Let's go
That
back
way
here.
we can show our point. Instead of h3, queen e2.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, not queen e2. Queen d1. Queen d1.
Queen D1. Okay. All right. Queen D1. Ah, okay. To
Queen
show that the
d1.
rook will be trapped. Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then A5,
a5,
B5,
b5.
knight takes
Yeah,
knight, pawn takes knight,
knight takes knight,
and bishop
pawn takes
F6.
knight, knight takes c5, pawn takes c5, bishop f6.
Oh, okay. Knight takes C5, pawn takes C5, and then
And
bishop
black wins an
F6.
exchange in this
Okay,
position.
got it. Yeah.
Yeah, bishop f6, knight c3 has to be played.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure this is still better for black after knight c3. Knight c3, bishop takes c3, rook b1, and suddenly like there is a 2-on-1 on the queen side. So I'm not sure. Black has to really be careful even for going for such a line.
Mm-hmm.
But those kind of tactics are there in the position.
Right.
if black wants to dare it. But
Mhm.
first, you need to castle no matter what. For
Right.
anything to work, you
Got
need to
it.
castle, get to safety, and look at all these ideas.
Mhm.
And white should be looking for the f5 break. So far, I
Right.
think it's okay. But I think instead of bishop b3, there was something better, right? For
Instead of bishop
after f4,
d3.
until f4, I
Mhm.
think, what? Yeah, from white
Um,
side.
instead of bishop d3. Hmm.
What is the evaluation after f4? I think f4 white should be slightly better.
Yeah, white is better. White was actually better even when Pratik played bishop g6. The engine
Yeah, yeah,
suggests that
bishop.
it's better to give up that bishop instead of trying to protect it. Play something, or maybe even play g6. Yeah, it says either g6 or bishop e7 is equally good, or the next move was something like bishop e4, but then if
So
bishop e4, just play f3.
after f4, this forcing move, knight d7,
Hmm.
uh, white still maintains the advantage. And
Uh,
where does
yeah,
white's advantage go away? Bishop d3.
at bishop d3, yes.
Yeah,
So
bishop d3 is
mhm.
tame, I find.
The engine suggests bishop b5 or even bishop e3.
Bishop.
B5 or e3. B5 is the better move, and
Ah,
then e3 is
okay,
good as well.
okay. Bishop e3, just develop your light square bishop.
Hmm.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Okay. The thing is, once you yourself voluntarily move two pieces twice in an opening,
Uh-huh.
somewhere opening has gone wrong.
Hmm.
So, for white, I think black managed to neutralize. So Pratik is in a decent position.
Yeah.
I can. Okay, we can look at other
Or queen
boards.
g3 happened on the board. I think a5 now works, right? We can go
No,
ahead
no,
with
no.
the
A5
a5
still
idea.
doesn't work. This is not the right time because knight c3 is still there.
Okay.
Queen is defending knight c3
Hmm.
in the tactical setup that we have seen.
Oh, okay,
A5,
got it.
b5, knight takes, pawn takes, knight takes, c4, pawn takes, c5, bishop f6, knight c3, and queen is defending c3. And
Hmm.
also, like if you play a5 straight away, that is not at all forcing enough
Right,
because you
got
have to
it.
really calculate queen takes g7, what is happening.
G7. Yeah, yeah.
Queen
Right.
takes g7. Yeah.
Queen takes G7, bishop F6 happens first, maybe.
Bishop f6 is there,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you just grab the
Have to
pawn, maybe.
calculate it through. Got it.
Yeah, but yes, queen takes g7 is losing probably for white.
Hmm.
Like after a5, queen takes g6, bishop
Bishop
f6, it's
F6.
probably lost after this.
Yeah. The engine shows
I mean,
minus 1.5 now. Okay.
yeah, yeah, that is losing for white. I mean,
Hmm.
white's queen has to move. Let's say
Right.
queen h6 and knight takes d4, pawn takes
Hmm.
d4, bishop takes, and bishop takes a1. That is a simple thing one can do,
Right.
right?
Hmm.
So in this moment, queen takes g7 doesn't work, but a5 is still not the right way to go because you are ignoring certain important things in the position.
Right.
a5 is firstly not forcing,
Hmm.
and white has many choices. Knight takes c6 is a choice. Simple.
Knight takes C6. Okay.
Knight takes c6
Hmm.
and pawn takes c6.
A5, knight takes C6, pawn takes C6. Hmm.
Bishop b2, bishop f6. Maybe this can work in black's favor. I'm not sure. Bishop b2, bishop f6, knight a3. It may work in black's favor.
Hmm.
However, knight takes c6. You are seeing this line, right? I'm.
Yeah,
Yes.
but knight A3, pawn takes on B, right? So bishop is hanging or knight is hanging.
Sorry. After a5, knight takes c6.
Yeah, after A5, knight takes C6, pawn takes
Pawn
back, right?
takes c6.
Yeah.
Pawn takes c6,
Bishop B2,
uh, bishop b2,
bishop F6, and then knight
bishop f.
C3.
Not I played a3, a3 here.
Acha, A3, A3. Okay, okay. Yeah.
Knight e2 because of the like you said,
The
it is
bishop.
hanging the
Yeah,
bishop,
yeah.
so I played it.
Yes. Yep.
But this is still better. I feel like it is slightly better for black.
Yes,
But
it
knight
is.
takes
The engine
c6
says
may not
it's
be the
pretty
move.
good.
Yeah, knight takes c6 may not be the move. There may be something else. That is what
Hmm.
f5. It's screaming for f5 at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind. So f5, knight takes d4, pawn takes d4, pawn takes b4. A pawn sacrifice from white.
Mm-hmm.
This looks very dangerous for black. The pawn takes e6, pawn takes e6, and black can't castle now.
Right.
And g7 is hanging still. So
Oh, we
many
have a few moves on the board now, right? Bishop F6 and then bishop E3. Okay.
okay. So they decided to play it the safer route.
Mm-hmm.
A5 can be punished by f5. You are playing flank
Hmm.
like queen g3. After queen g3, if we go a5, f5 is should be the reaction.
Yeah, right. Okay. After F5, so our idea doesn't work anymore. Okay, got it. Knight takes, but then
Is it the
there's
right
pawn
reaction
takes.
after a5? F5 should be the right reaction, right?
Just a
You are
second,
attack.
I'll switch it on. Yeah, after A5, yep, it shows F5 is the best move.
Yeah, because you are playing on the flank, you must
Hmm.
open the center, and white should be
Got
better
it.
in this line.
Right. No, it's actually still favoring black.
It's still favoring black.
Yeah,
So
actually
right now,
A5 is the top move. Like this is the time to
a5 is
break
the
if he
top one.
wants to. Yeah. But he castles.
Okay.
Castles now it's her draw
And
on
after f5, it is what is the evaluation? White is
uh
slightly better. Sorry, black is
no,
slightly
black
better.
is -1 right now. So F5 is the
Oh,
best response to A5. Minus
okay.
1.2 in fact.
So queen g3 is a mistake then.
Yes, Queen G3,
Every
Queen G3 gave Pratik some advantage. He
great.
he had knight takes D4 or A5, even castles in this position. Bishop F6 was also there, and yeah,
Yeah.
he played Bishop
So you
F6,
played
which
one
was
of
one of
them.
the good
Bishop
moves.
f6
Yeah.
seems very sensible.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
a5 we saw like maybe queen takes g7, then bishop f6, but that is
Uh-huh.
slightly maybe sacking a pawn, setting up a trap. So he thought,
Hmm.
okay, let me just defend. That's what
Yeah.
he was thinking here. Good move. Bishop f6 cannot be wrong.
Hmm.
Okay, queen g3 is misplaced.
Yes, Queen G3 is misplaced.
Okay, got it. And the moment at any time right now white tries to break with f5, I think you always have e5. And e5 is overprotected in this line.
Right.
And there
Uh-huh.
is no
Got
pressure
it.
on, but still there is a weakness on d3. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
The only concern should be f5 here. But if the engine is saying f5, you should not fear, then black is okay. Even after
Hmm.
that, then I think we are in the better spot right now. Main thing is
Yeah.
bishop d3 was a loss of tempo in the opening, which I didn't
Got
like
it.
from.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so Pratik is stabilized right now according to the engine slightly better. So
Yep.
we will continue with Spandan's game now. Okay.
Yes, sure, sure. Let's go to this game. I think he was playing the Benko Gambit, if I'm not, or Benoni defense, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I felt like the Benko structure and Spandan declined with b6 at some point, seeing the
Mm-hmm.
structure. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it is a Benko. He
Okay.
started to decline a6, b6. Yes, it's okay. I think, but actually, in I played Benko so many times, it is not as convincing to me as other mainline mainstream gambits.
Right, right.
But it's fine. It's still a fine opening. It's
Mm-hmm.
everybody's choice. D6. The main thing is in Benoni or Benko, this suffering of space black will experience at some point.
Mm-hmm.
A4, maybe A4 a little committal from Spandan.
Right.
Okay, I see his point. He wants to squash with A5.
Hmm.
It's or provoke A5 from black, which weakens B5.
Right.
That is his point. Okay, but the reason why I was considering A4 to be slightly committal is because it weakens the B4 square.
Correct. Got it.
Yeah, something like A5. Yes, you have complete grip on B5, but now black has also complete grip on B4.
Hmm.
So that is the concession both sides are making. But that depends on the speed of development of both sides. In this moment, after A4, if black immediately plays A5, that is going to be a huge mistake because B5 will be lost significantly with time as well.
Hmm.
So right now, he's just trying to squash with A5.
Right.
Yeah,
I
this
think
is
he does
also a
it a move later, 2 moves
yeah,
later.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, still, I don't think A5 is on the cards for black
Hmm.
because right now losing B5 square, even though you are winning the B4 square,
Hmm.
is going to cost critical time magnitude,
Right.
time in the development of pieces and so on.
Hmm.
So he still can't go for that. Okay, I think this is very much a Spandan's position that he has a big thing to work with on A6, a huge weakness to work with on A6, and a piece is directly pointing that bishop on A6. So that
Right.
is already a huge thing. And in the black's opponent, not only hangs upon, queen is gone. King is going to go for a walk if he plays E6 at this moment. So black has to prepare for E6 break or F5 break. That is the only hope for him.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's going for the F5 break.
Yeah.
Okay, this looks like a fine move, but this now gives space on the other side. Ah, after knight e5, knight b6, just decline the trade for a moment.
Knight back. Oh, knight to B6. Okay. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, knight to b6, and then I want to play f4. If he plays
Mm-hmm.
knight d7, then I will go back to knight c4, and then we repeat the same position once,
Mm-hmm.
just to see the intent from black. That's it.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah, I can take on c8 as well, win the bishop pair, and have the pressure on a6 amplified.
Hmm.
However, eh, maybe that is also possible. Knight takes c8, queen takes c8, queen d3, something like this may also be possible. But it
Right.
exchanges a pair of pieces when white is so much superior in space. Not
Hmm.
queen b7. Yeah, now he's going for the other knight on that square. White's position is way ahead here.
Hmm.
However, progress will be made slowly. It's not like it's going to be a swashbuckling game. It's a slow grind at this position.
Right.
But there is something for black. Knight b5, knight d4. This you
Hello.
have to watch out for.
We have Prajwal with us. He's one of the inter-IT players. He's taking a rest day today. Hello, Prajwal. How are you doing?
Hi
Hello,
Prajwal.
Bharadwaj.
Hi. Good morning.
Morning.
We were looking at the games. Yeah, Abhishek is having his interview, I suppose, today, right?
Yeah. He's having interview. That's why, Jayaraman is playing.
Okay.
But
Okay.
we decided to play Abhishek instead of Jayaraman.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
But due to his interview,
ठीक है, ठीक है.
What's the position of Jayaraman? I didn't saw his game.
He blundered with bishop takes h5. I mean,
Yeah.
he just missed that
Bishop b2 is
black
there.
black can move the knight back and then b2 hangs. And not
Yeah.
only b2 hangs, like c4 becomes a huge weakness, a3 becomes a huge weakness. Until then, it was fine. A3 I didn't like so much in his position, but okay, it's okay. It's still a game. It's a difficult
Yeah.
game to survive, but let's see what he can do.
Did you saw Prithvi's game?
That
We
is the
were
only
going to
game
get
that we
there.
have. Spandan, I feel,
Yeah.
is in a superior position, and I feel like he will
I
win
think
this.
Prithvi is also in a good position. His
Yeah, and
opponent
also
has,
Pratik is also in a good position, actually. Yeah,
Hmm.
Adane missed her chance to take some initiative.
Hmm.
She moved the bishop twice in the opening,
Yeah.
and
yeah, yeah,
she moved the queen as well twice in the opening, and actually let Pratik consolidate. Pratik is, I feel, in a slightly, not I felt, I didn't feel it was slightly better position. I thought f5 break is still dangerous for white, but
Hmm.
however, Engine is saying that black is the one for choice in that position.
Now it has sort of equalized, and it's a little bit leaning towards white, well, plus point 0.3. So
Whose
still
game?
still pretty equal. Uh,
Whose game?
Pratik's
Pratik's game.
game. Yeah. The castling on the 15th move equalized the game. He was supposed to play A5. That was the only move to continue having a slight edge for black.
Yeah, we were looking at that critical line A5,
Hmm.
F5 response. We didn't look closely to A5 F5 response,
Yeah.
but A5 felt like the most challenging move.
Hmm.
Now it's a thing. Main thing is right now, I'm so scared of the D6 square in Pratik's game.
E6. Right. Haha. It's a really good outpost, and now there's no bishop to even sort of protect it, even if there
Bishop
was. I
is
mean,
there, bishop is on the board. However,
haha. It's not on the right square.
it's not on the right square.
Hmm.
It will give white a lot of opportunities to cause chaos. Right now, knight
Hmm.
b5, knight d6 doesn't work in white's favor because c3 is hanging, and that
Right.
loses everything for white. I
Hmm.
mean, let's say black plays a let's say black plays h6, let's say a random move, or g6.
Right. Hmm.
Then knight b5, bishop takes sorry, bishop takes c3 doesn't work. Okay,
Yeah,
knight
because knight takes back, right?
on c3. So now a6, knight
A6,
d6,
knight d6.
bishop takes c3,
Hmm.
knight takes e8,
Knight takes
bishop takes
e8.
a1,
Bishop takes a1. Rook takes a1. But then
rook takes
you get
rook,
your
rook takes
pawn,
a1,
right? Queen takes e8.
queen takes e8.
But yeah, the d6 square is still a little
And,
bit of a problem.
no, but now there is no easy knight maneuver
Right,
to
that's true.
g6. So it, it is provocative, and black snatched a pawn, and there is no way to refute it. There is no f5 break again. Maybe the only hope, but right
Hmm.
now white's pieces are disconnected for f5 break.
Right, right, right.
So it could work in if white goes for this line, it is going to work in black's favor only.
Hmm. Oh,
So something like
someone's.
g6 or h6 he can try. I
Right.
don't want to touch the a pawn right now because I'm unsure whether to play for a5 or
Hmm.
a6 at some point.
Got it.
Now that a5 is out of like when we needed to play a5, we didn't
Mm-hmm.
play because if we
Correct.
play a5 right now, then b5 is gone, and that means d6 is also gone.
Hmm. Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So okay, let's see what Pratik decides there. I think
So maybe just a6 here to avoid that maneuver to b5 and then
yeah, I think
d6.
g6 is a fine move just to stop f5. It doesn't stop f5 break.
Mm-hmm.
What am I thinking? Because king is on the same file.
Uh-huh.
Maybe king h8, king h8 first,
King
and then
h8.
g6.
Okay.
What does the engine say? What is the best move for black? I'm considering g6, king
The
h8, and g6.
so the top move right now is knight to e7. Go back and try to maneuver that knight.
Ah, okay. To stop the f5 break this way,
And yeah,
probably.
yep.
Okay.
And the
So
second best move is a5 still. Yeah.
a5 still.
Hmm.
Okay.
And then there's queen b8, which I, yeah, okay,
Queen
again,
b8
maybe
stops
stopping
f5 as
f5.
well.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Then there's h6, which is the fourth best move.
So all is right now. All many ideas are revolved around combating
Hmm.
for the f5 break.
Yep.
While two
And
of the ideas are combating f5 break, and the other is counterpunching on the queen side, which I'm
mhm.
not sure because I'm so afraid of this knight d6, knight b5, and knight d6 at some point.
Right.
Yeah.
Someone's asking, is the podium still possible? Yeah, it is possible because we are fourth right now. Our tiebreaker score is good thanks to the first two rounds and the later rounds too. But yeah, it is still very much possible. We are fourth right now
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
it is
if we do
very much
well.
possible, and there are three rounds to play,
Hmm.
and three critical rounds. I think if we there is act, in my opinion, we we have a 60-40 chance to win this now. Madras
Hmm.
have also weakened
Right,
significantly.
right.
So I still believe that we have 60-40,
Hmm.
even though Jairaman's game is not going our way right now.
Right.
Spandan, I think, should be able to win this one. It is his kind of position. And
Correct.
Pratik's and Adanis could go either way. We just need to
Right.
see Prithvir's now. We
Yeah,
haven't seen his other. Let's
let's
see
go
that.
to Prithvijit's game.
Okay. We have a kind of Rosalino.
अक्षत
हाँ, yes, Prajwal.
आपने स्क्रीन शेयर किया हुआ है क्या?
नहीं नहीं, so we are watching on Leech's only. I'll share the link. One second. मतलब I think
Okay.
you have it, but yeah, I'll share it.
Yeah.
You can tell me any line and I'll annotate it on the board for the stream.
No, no, I have.
अगर कुछ हुआ तो. E4, C5, knight C3, knight C6, bishop B5, knight D4, knight F3, A6, bishop E2, E6, E7,
Okay.
E7.
I like this idea A6 that he played in the opening,
Mhm.
but okay, I think either of the way he can transpose it to the
Uh,
same position, but
he prepared for this opening. Like,
he prepared for
in,
this. Okay,
yeah, yeah. In night, I and Prithvi prepare for this opening. Like
okay. So
currently in
what
this,
about knight takes b5, knight takes b5, a6 then?
what? Sorry.
After knight d4,
Knight takes b5 you can have, but what we thought was after a6, bishop d3. Let's
bishop
say.
d3.
We thought of bishop d3. Bishop d3 is more common if you search on this database.
Yeah,
A6, bishop d3, then g6.
yes.
After g6, knight capture d4, pawn capture d4, knight e2, and then d5. You can't take free pawn. And whole idea of this system is like if he become greedy to take that pawn, that isolated pawn, like for
I
playing
mean, pawn takes
e5.
e4 is there. Pawn takes e4 simply wins
Yeah,
the
pawn
piece,
takes
right?
it's after g6, knight capture d4, c capture d4, knight e2. No, no, knight e2. आगे जाएगा तो it can be trouble. Knight trap हो सकता है. So
Yeah,
knight
yeah.
e2, then d5. No, no, first d5.
First,
D5.
d5,
After
right?
knight e2, d5, Akshay.
d5,
Got
yeah,
it. Yeah.
knight e2, d5 immediately, right? I got it.
Knight
d5. You can't
e2,
take the pawn on d4
d5.
because of pawn takes e4 simply,
Hmm.
and two
Knight
pieces are
e2
hanging.
को d5 आएगा.
Sorry,
And
knight e.
हाँ, and after that, if you become greedy by playing e5, we can simply develop bishop g7,
Yeah, yeah,
f4.
f4, and this will be. I mean, white's pieces are all passive in the first
Stuck,
place.
kind of stuck. And even here, one trap is there. Like for example, e5. Now white plays e5,
White plays e5,
e5,
bishop
bishop
g7,
g7,
f4, f4.
f4, 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 white.
Yeah,
Huh?
f4.
Uh,
Now knight h6.
f6. No, no,
Sorry,
no. f6. First
f6. You
f6.
break immediately. Okay. I think you played a very similar game yesterday, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I played
Yeah,
similar game, very similar game. So
right.
I was prepared for this line, and
Ah,
Prithvi's opponent was also playing
playing a
that
similar
same.
line.
So
Okay,
I
okay.
helped Prithvijit.
Yeah,
Now f6. I miss one tactic here. After f6, e capture f6,
yeah.
e capture f6, and I in yesterday's game I played bishop capture f6, but yesterday what
Knight
I thought
captures f6. You can simply.
was after knight capture f6 that d5 pawn is hanging, but when I came to my room I saw that a knight capture d5 is a blunder.
Because of, I think, something in combination with e5, knight g4, queen
No, no,
h4, something.
knight capture d5, knight capture f6, knight capture d5. After that, you have to play knight a5,
Knight e4,
a5, a5,
knight
a5,
h5,
and it's winning for white because
knight h5, knight
huh,
h5. Ah,
after that that f pawn is hanging, and
yeah.
if you and that knight is on attack. So let's say if you try to be greedy and played knight e2 to protect that f4 pawn, then I have e4 after
e5,
e5. Sorry,
e5. Yeah, this is
after
this is
f
the
capture
main
e5.
idea. Like, you take
Yeah,
on.
there is a knight sack, and your king is completely open. Like
Right.
after
Exactly.
that,
Exactly.
it will be worse position for you. Although I'm a pawn loss, but I can recover that pawn on any
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
point.
This is like typical initiative. Queen h4 is the main idea in these lines.
Yeah,
Got
queen
it.
h4 is the main idea here.
Right.
So me and Prithvijit were prepared for this line, but all of a sudden he played bishop e2, which was not expected.
Okay, fine. It's fine. See, you are looking at the broader picture here. You are winning the bishop pair. Firstly.
Yeah, that's why we didn't prepare for bishop e2. We prepared for bishop b3, bishop c4.
Oh no, you are winning the bishop pair regardless. Like right now, in white's position, black's position, like knight takes e2 can be played at any time. And right now he has to use his, like, opening preparation can only go so far. Now it's like black has a knight in the center, and white's bishop has moved once, twice already. I mean, of course, you can say black knight has also moved twice, but it is in a very pesky place, right in the center. Whereas white's light square bishop is on passive on e2. So in a sense, opening has worked in black's favor only. It's not like
Yeah,
it is wrong.
and even in current position, white has literally two weaknesses of c pawn and a pawn. And if
Let me
Prithvijit
get
wins any of the pawn,
let me get there slowly. Huh?
okay, yeah,
I haven't reached there yet. The main compensation, but white has made a good choice. He has adapted, played d4. He has the disadvantage of an inferior center. When I say an inferior center, not at the moment, but 2 versus 1 in the center. And also he has the inferiority of bishop pair. However, he's lead in development. So that is the only thing black has to contest with in this. Castles, a3. Slow moves. I don't like these. I
even
don't
queen
understand.
is sort of overloaded, if you see.
A3 is not at all. I don't understand what the point of A3 is here. I don't see how maybe this ran like this queen c7 uh, unnecessarily ran into c4 voluntarily. Okay, but fine, he is going for b4. c5 pawn takes a3. You are right about the weaknesses. However, you have to also accept white's strengths here. White is having space.
Yeah,
White
white
is
is
having
having space.
lead in development, huge lead in development. When you see how many, like the most, did White establish a pawn in Black's camp? Yes, c5. Whereas Black established a camp even on the fourth rank? No, there is no Black piece even on his fourth rank. So that way, contesting with the c pawn, aiming for the d6 break or so, it's not going to be so easy. It is a engine might say it is equal, but it could go either way. So we have to be a little cautious. F6 is a good move. I like it. Declining the trade, very ambitious. And also,
But
sorry.
after in recent in current position, Bhardwaj, like
Ah,
he played.
in this position, Black has achieved, I think, more than equality.
Yeah, yeah.
Like from, I was looking 4, 5 moves back. Like pawn takes a3 in this position, na?
Now,
After
uh, now white although have extra space, but white have two weaknesses, and even black can take that knight on f3, knight capture f3, knight capture f3, and play f5. Because if by chance he played e capture f5, then we can take bishop capture knight, and white king is completely open.
no, queen takes f3 is there, no? In that case, you don't want to give up your bishop pair advantage for that. Queen
But
takes f3
white's
is there.
uh, okay, yeah. No, no. After queen
Okay,
c2,
queen after queen c2. Okay,
after queen
after
c2,
queen
because
c2.
now
Okay.
pawn structure will be dead.
It is there like so bishop g5, you are saying knight takes fi can't work right now because e7 is hanging.
Huh. After all that
Yeah,
current position.
so but what I like about Prithvi's decision is f6. Keep pieces on the board, even though he's slightly inaccurate in space because sorry, slightly down in space because White is wasting a lot of moves with the same pieces twice, moving bishop e3, bishop g5 multiple
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
Similarly, in the opening, bishop b5, bishop e2, all those things. So it is it is a sign that white is not as strong as he is, and he should play ambitiously. F6 is a good move. I like it. The only question is he has to calculate knight takes e5, queen takes e5, f4, and then queen calmly back to c7, and then f4 pawn is hanging. Sorry, f4
Huh.
cannot work. Queen takes d4 is there. What am I doing? Sorry. Okay,
Yeah,
f6
it's
is a
fine.
good move. Now you put pressure on the c pawn. Just keep going.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. It
Queen.
is also good. He
Yeah,
played
he played
his move.
to see it. Yep.
Rook a c2.
Look
Sorry,
f to
rook f
c8 is
c2.
also.
C8.
Hmm.
He just has to be a little aware of tactics that may be present because white has space. e6, queen a2, e6. These are the only things he need to be a little watchful around because black is now trying to punish those overextended pawns, just like in typical Sicilians. If bishop b4 is played, again moving the same piece twice, firstly.
Bishop b4, then I can play a5 now.
Yes, a5. You need to be watchful about knight b5, and you have to say that this is nothing. Like
Oh yeah, knight b5.
you have
That's
to
very
watch out. Then you have to really watch out. So the pawn moves always loosen squares. So if you see knight b5 is not harmless, and then you can go for it, fine, you can go for it. Main thing is knight b5. I would first start with knight takes f3,
Hmm.
pawn takes f3, queen f4, and this is dead over. Game is over. In my opinion, white cannot survive this. If knight b5, like bishop b4, a5, knight b5, knight takes f3, pawn takes f3, queen f5, queen f4, right?
Yeah.
just a second. After knight b4, knight capture knight, pawn capture knight, then
Queen f4.
oh yeah, it's dead loss.
Yeah.
Ratings.
Always need to assess. Like a5 is the first move that you have to consider, but you also have to look deeper because it weakens a square. You have to look for knight b5, and also you have to see the counter what happens after that. Okay.
It will be worse. Yeah.
Yeah. So bishop b4 is ruled out of the cards because of that. Uh, what other options white has in this position if he wants to defend the pawn? I mean, knight b3 just looks so ugly,
Uh,
passive.
I mean, one option which I see is knight capture
He has
knight.
he has to take knight takes e5. Yeah, knight
Yeah,
takes
knight
e5
takes
is the
e5,
only
queen
move
takes
in this
e5,
position.
then bring back his knight to
Why queen
f3,
takes
and
e5?
then put bishop e3.
Why queen takes e5? Why not pawn
After
takes
pawn
e5?
takes
Grab the
e5,
pawn.
pawn structure will be damaged now.
It's okay. It's a good central pawn. You are grabbing a pawn. After knight f3, bishop takes e5. I grab a pawn. I will say I grab a
No,
pawn.
no,
What
no.
are you doing?
After f capture e5, I can rather than knight f3, I can play knight b3.
Ah, okay. That I missed. Sorry. Knight b3 is an annoying move actually because bishop a5 is there, knight b5, knight a5 is there,
After
right?
bishop e3,
And it's also
pawn will be
defending the pawn.
shielded. And
Maybe it's not so easy as it is.
yeah, it's not easy for
No,
white to sorry, black to get that pawn, but he can create pressure on it.
I missed knight b3 firstly. My main concern is knight a5. My main big concern in the position is knight a5.
Okay.
I'm okay with the pawn structure as long as, let's say, because I just have to break with d6 at some point and say that I'm getting the, because it also opens the FL. Keep in mind now black has a different avenue to attack white's king as well. So I think
Yeah.
f takes e5 is also an interesting choice. But knight b3 you really have to assess. We will assess that. Knight f3 is losing, in my opinion, because of simply bishop takes c5. Knight b3 is interesting. Uh, maybe you have to be careful here. Knight b3.
Jayaraman is completely losing.
Yeah, Jayaraman's game is almost lost.
I'm seeing that. No, it's a very difficult position to survive from that point. This is
Especially
Hmm.
pawn weak of
against
the
a
pawn.
tougher opponent.
Yeah, his opponent played really well all the games. I thought that he lost a game, but he's not the FM that lost the game this time. His opponent is also very strong, doesn't make mistakes. Classy, yeah, classy player.
Oh, you remember that. Okay.
I think that FM is a friend of Spandan, if I'm not wrong, from childhood
He's
friend.
friend of, yeah, he's friend of
Yeah.
Spandan.
Oh,
Hmm.
he's a friend of Spandan. Okay, okay.
Yeah, in Hyderabad, I think so. When Spandan was there in Hyderabad, they were friends.
No, black is dictating every single move on the board, so it cannot. Yeah, it looks lost. I mean, unless a miracle happens right now, that it's okay.
I mean, if
Jayaraman will take it as a learning curve, but Bishop takes h5 is a very simple one move mistake that he missed that the knight can move,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that
yeah,
is inexplicable. And how long did he spend on this?
5 seconds,
Bishop takes h5.
5 seconds. I think so,
Huh?
5 or 10 seconds.
Oh, Jesus. 30 seconds he spent. Less than 30 seconds.
That's why Abhishek is like angry on Jayaraman.
Because he thought he already decided this after
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
knight takes d4. He spent 12 minutes on this move, knight takes d4, knight takes d4, and he saw that nothing changed in the position. That's why you always keep, okay, you have calculated something, but when you see the board, see again whether your calculation appeals again or not. It's not right.
If we had played E capture D4, I thought pawn is gonna lose by no, 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 pawn is not gonna lose.
The pawn takes d4 is a fine move. I don't think there is any problem with that. It's still a game. Like I don't like a3 in the first place. h3 is a typical move.
After
h3
pawn takes D4, what if he plays queen B6, bishop capture H5, pawn capture? Sorry, not pawn capture, queen capture pawn.
sorry, like you are saying after
In Jayaraman game, after knight
yeah,
capture, like
d4,
c5,
pawn takes
he
d4.
fronted na. So
Yeah,
rather
yeah,
than
yeah.
let's play, let's say he played e capture d4. Then what
Yeah.
about queen b6?
Queen b6, bishop takes h5,
Bishop takes h5, queen takes pawn.
queen takes pawn, queen
Yeah,
takes queen.
rook is hanging na.
There is b2 pawn, no?
There is no. I am taking b2 pawn only.
Oh, okay, you are taking b2 pawn. I thought d4 pawn. Okay.
Yeah, and, after queen b6, and let's
Yeah,
say
yeah.
bishop takes knight,
Queen takes b2. Okay,
queen
this
takes
is
b2 pawn.
okay. Maybe that is what he saw, and maybe that is what he didn't like as well, probably. Uh, but I think
After knight d2, then you can take G capture Hy, and in this position, the only thing black is concerned is about his king safety, but he can gain that uh, D pawn, and I don't think so. It's a good position for white.
no. I think it is a fine position for both sides. You have to give
Both
a
have some.
why. One thing is black is playing materialistically. White is playing for king attack in this position. So I don't think this is a wrong thing. Knight d2 is not wrong in my opinion. I don't think this variation is worse for white after queen takes b2. Bishop takes h5, queen takes b2, right? You're
B2,
saying.
knight D2, then
Yes,
G
but
capture
even
Hy, queen
even
capture
more than
H5.
knight d2, let us consider something else. Maybe a queen trap or something. You can think like that as well. There is no queen trap I can see, but
D4 pawn is hanging, so like you have to play either knight F3 or knight B3.
Knight c3 or knight d2, you mean?
Knight b3, I think so.
Knight is on
Knight is
D2.
not d2, sorry, not e2.
Knight d2. Pawn takes h5 is forced. Firstly, you have to take
Pawn
back
takes
the
h5
piece.
is force. Now
Pawn take.
knight
Now,
f3 or knight b3 to defend that d4 pawn.
You don't want to. You see, firstly, when you see such a position, don't think defensively. It's now an open board. Think on the front foot first. Queen takes h5, knight f3, knight g5. That is your angle. And also rook b1, rook b3, rook g3. This should be
Yeah,
your angle of thought. Okay, not play defensively. And knight b3 takes away one of the ideas as well. So I'm not sure what is the exact evaluation, but I do not believe that this can be worse for white. Can you check?
yeah,
wait, I will check in engine what's evaluation.
After knight
it
d2, it
it
cannot be
gives
worse
it
for.
gives the edge to black actually. It's minus 1.3.
Wow. Then what is the right move after queen b6? Not
It
bishop
does
takes
say
h5.
go to knight f3 and play defensive. Instead of
Like
after queen
after
b2.
queen b2, no,
Uh,
queen b6,
After queen b6, it suggests playing knight c3.
knight c3. Okay, you give up the pawn this way.
Hmm.
Queen takes b2, and then I guess knight d5 or knight b5.
Yeah, knight d5.
Knight d5.
Knight
Knight
Oh,
d5.
b5 also works, but yeah, knight
Knight
d5 is the
d5
top
counter
move.
attack on e7, and then d6 pawn also falls.
Hmm.
And if queen
I
takes
mean,
d4,
it was difficult to find for white.
knight c3 is actually a thematic move in London, but
Yeah,
one should be XP. So knight d5, queen takes d4, queen takes d4, bishop takes d4, c3. This is one way one could go perhaps. Maybe, yeah, c3, e6, pawn takes d4, pawn takes d4, and white has the bishop pair in this position. Okay, so knight c3 is the right choice. Maybe that is the reason why Jayaraman took with the knight. But firstly, a3 is a slow move. You can play c3, right?
rather than queen takes, no, no, Bharadwaj, rather than queen takes, in this position, after queen takes
In
pawn,
the analysis, like after
yeah,
queen
in the
b6,
analysis, you
knight
took
c3.
queen d4, na? Queen d4, and then white takes black queen. Rather than that, you first check with knight, and then play rook b1. Try to keep queen on board, because what I think is after queen takes queen, I'm activating bishop into more active square.
So after knight takes e7, king h8, you are declining the queen trade. Are you saying?
Yeah, yeah. I'm declining the queen trade, and I
But
want to
exactly
keep
where?
pressure on like I have bishop capture hy, then queen capture
Ah,
hy.
but
My knight
then
is on
start with
your
bishop
seventh
captures
rank.
h5. So after queen takes d4, bishop
Yeah,
takes
after
h5
queen takes
directly.
d4, first knight capture e7 check, king
Yeah, knight captures
h8.
king h8.
Then either play rook b1 with the idea of knight capture c8, and then b4 b7 pawn is hanging. And
Yeah.
if black tries to exchange the queen, then simply take with rook f capture d1, so that now in this position you have one weaknesses of d6, and your knight hy is hanging. So I am
Yeah, but
having
you
more
can directly
activations than
start.
yours.
All these ideas work better. Like now, black can trade the queens if he wants. So, but you can decline the black queen trade and with a forcing move, bishop takes h5 first.
Yeah,
If he
now
takes queen,
if you want to exchange my queen, uh, yeah. And in this position, that d6 is a weakness for black, and it will be benefit for white to attack on that pawn, and then go with simple c4 c5 push.
right? True, true. I mean, endgame is also good for white, obviously because of the pressure on b7 on rook b1. All these things are correct. And I think I missed something after bishop takes h5. Queen takes a1 is there. You have to really calculate this. Queen takes a1.
Okay, yeah.
So I think you start with rook b1 like you suggested. Just play rook b1, and you should be much better, like you said. Pressure is on h5. Pressure is on b7. d6 is gone. Yes, you are right. It's a simply better position for white in this.
It's easy
So
to
it
play
could
with
go wrong, but
like
yeah, after knight d5, yes. But he has to see that as well. It's difficult to see knight c3, knight d5 as well.
can we go to other boards
Like
to see what is going
Yeah.
on?
Yep. Maybe go back to Spandan's board.
Prithvi's game.
Sure, a lot of moves have been made there.
Okay, how did
Oh,
Prithvi's
Pratik's
game
game is
evolve?
also there. Yeah, let's check Pratik's game. What is going on there?
So he found that 97.
Pratik.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, good, good. So he played one of the top moves.
Yeah, even played a6 to avoid the knight b5, knight d6 thing. Queen h3.
So after Queen h3, I see. How do you think Black should approach this position here? At least on the king side. At least on the king side. I'm not seeing the queen side of the board yet.
Maybe h6 right now. I mean, just but there's no reason to play it anyways.
g6, not h6,
Okay.
unless there is a sacrifice on e6. That is the only thing you have to check a little carefully. Queen h3 is the intent to sacrifice on e6 at some point as well. You just need to be a little watchful of them.
Bharadwaj, after G6, can I? Nah. Okay. Can I play knight capture E6?
That is what I'm saying. You have to be watchful of that sacrifice. You can.
But
I
after knight capture E6, F capture E6, queen capture E6 check, king H8,
yeah.
rook capture D5, knight C6, and there
No,
will be
there is
four.
no. There is no rook captures, right?
Yeah,
No,
there's a
after
knight.
rook capture knight, rook capture
Knight
queen,
captures. Rook is there.
knight capture rook. Right? Okay, just a second.
Which line were we seeing? So g6 and
So,
then sack on
so
knight
we were
d6.
Which
trying
game
to
we are
understand the
seeing?
intention of
Pratik's
Queen
game.
h3. After Queen
Hmm.
h3, let's say Black plays g6. G6 has
Right.
a point. I will explain.
Okay.
And he's suggesting knight takes e6, which I was also a
Oh,
little scared
already.
of.
Uh-huh.
Knight takes e6, pawn takes
Pawn
e6,
takes
queen
e6,
takes
queen takes e6,
e6. Let's say king g7.
g7.
He's saying rook takes d5, but rook takes d5 is not there in the position because of knight takes d5.
Yeah, knight takes
Sorry,
d5.
knight takes. Okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I missed it.
Yeah. So that is the reason why it doesn't work yet, but it is there on the cards. It is a very important thing, but we notice it right now.
Hi
Good.
Bharadwaj.
Hi Abhishek. How did the interview go?
Oh, hello, Abhishek.
It's pretty well, but let's see.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. We are analyzing the games without the engine, just trying to feel like
Naraman
what
is
a
completely
game can
lost.
suppress.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jayaraman's game is gone.
Naraman is
Yeah,
completely lost.
Jayaraman was scared a little in the
जरा
opening.
के पोजीशन में
Yeah, I
He,
saw his
Oh,
opening and
ना
like he missed one pawn.
Yeah, b2 pawn.
What he do? What he does?
like मुझे क्या लगता है what he thought after pawn capture queen b6 आता है.
I want to see the
और
times between these three
वो स्केयर
opponents.
था कि लेट्स से
One is
विश्व कैप्चर इसका को क्वीन लिया और एंड आफ्टर दिस pawn up there. बट मतलब शायद ये देखा होगा, पता नहीं क्या किया उन्होंने. We should ask him after the game. कुछ ही नहीं गेम खत्म हो गया.
I think Prajwal, you are right. I think he saw that Queen B6 line and got very scared over that 12 minutes and decided, okay,
Yeah,
he's pawn by
but
force.
Queen
But no,
B6.
it is not. Like there is always
no,
something.
my point is, uh, did you saw all that stuff in that 12 minutes?
No, he only saw Queen B until B6, and I think he thought to himself, he must have seen this line, the first line that we analyzed, like bishop takes h5 only, not knight c3. He
Okay.
did not see knight c3. If
Okay.
he
Takes
saw
Knight.
that,
No, no, knight here.
95.
so after Queen B6,
Takes क्या? Knight check
Knight check.
और रुक भी.
Okay.
आपका ये हैंगिंग है, ये हैंगिंग है, ये हैंगिंग. और ये ब्लैक के लिए, व्हाइट के लिए इजी हो जाता है.
Knight. No worry.
after Queen B6, he would have only seen bishop takes h5. He did not consider knight c3 at all. That's the reason why he didn't go for it.
Yeah, maybe.
He could not even feel that that option was available, and that's why he felt like he had to sacrifice a pawn to survive. But my main point is, yes, it was difficult to see, but a3 is something that I don't understand yet from his side.
Can we switch to Prithvijit's game? I think so. It's gaining its pace.
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
Yeah. I already feel like
Knight is moved.
okay, knight takes e5 finally has been played.
Queen takes.
Queen takes e5.
No. I think this is a good moment to go pawn takes.
Pawn takes.
Pawn
हाँ,
takes.
pawn takes,
Why?
rook file open करो, attack करो जम के, because now
But
And be greedy.
pawns double हो रहे हैं.
Take on c5. Why are you afraid? Pawn takes c5. Where does he go? Knight f3.
now knight b3 is blocked now. Like
Yeah,
all
exactly.
that time
That
knight
is
b3 was there. That's
whatever
what
we were analyzing previously. It is not there. Pawn takes f5. It's an open file. Pawn takes c5. It's a pawn.
plus
Grab it.
plus knight f3 के बाद you can play simply bishop e4. I
Bishop
think so.
takes e4 as well. Yeah,
I
just
think so.
grab that.
For Prithvijit.
Why are you waiting? Why are we waiting for pawn takes e5? It's game. It should be game over after.
नहीं हो सकता है.
But pawn takes e5 is not losing. That means there is something there for white here.
Oh,
Still some mana.
Okay.
okay. Indian is suggesting something else.
Not pawn takes e5.
Yeah. He suggests like after pawn takes e5, there will be knight f5.
Ah, damn it! I completely missed it.
Oh. Queen. Okay.
Okay, queen b3
This
has
will
that
be
knight.
difficult to find for him also.
Yeah.
No. I think white had a sense for that. If he plays that, then what do we do? Just we have to go back. I feel because he's getting knight d6 now.
Knight f5.
No,
and
knight d6 is not possible. Knight d6 is not possible. Sorry. Right.
Um,
Oh yeah.
Because let's say bishop f8, knight d6, bishop takes d6, pawn takes d6, queen takes d6, rook takes c8, bishop takes c8. You have this.
but queen takes bishop.
Not
Queen is
queen takes
also.
bishop takes c8. I'm going bishop takes c8.
Then queen takes d8.
Queen takes what?
d8.
So
d8.
get not
Queen takes b8 पे वो queen
Queen
support
is
है.
defending, right?
Yeah.
Queen
Yeah,
is
queen is
defending.
supported. Oh, okay. I missed it.
So
But
knight d6.
opposite color bishop and it will be draw.
No. It is not draw. Opposite colored bishop with queen and rook on the board.
Yeah. But it
not
can
an
lead to a
opposite.
draw if he able to extend that.
This is not a end game yet, Prithvi. I mean, there is a lot of middle game and weaknesses on
I think he will take
e4.
with the queen. Like he doesn't ruin his pawn structure also, so he will go for the queen takes, I guess.
No, you, in Sicilians, you should not be afraid to take with the pawn structures. Mainly, it's fine as long as this c5. I really am very curious why I can't take bishop takes c5 as well. In this case, I can't because knight e7. Knight e7 check. Bishop takes c5, knight e7 check. We lose the exchange.
Hmm.
That is the reason why we can't go. But let's say bishop f8.
Mm.
I feel like it is fine. But queen takes e5 should also be possible.
Yeah, queen takes e5. Then what should white play
But
here?
Abhishek, don't think the
Like,
standard way as well. Like think dynamics as well.
Yeah,
F file
queen
is
takes
open.
c5 happened on the
You
board.
have a very strong center, and pressure on c5 remains. Pressure on e4 remains. So
Okay,
all these,
he took with queen.
Actually,
it took
engine
with the
Okay.
says, oh, so you can't even defend
yeah,
with the
actually
bishop
engine
then.
says, but I don't buy what the
Uh-huh.
engine says.
Nini,
yeah.
it sort of shows an only move for white. I mean, it says that either you go knight f3 instead of trying to defend it with another piece, or it's bad
I
Yeah,
mean,
so
pawn is
for
hanging.
this. But yeah.
Pawn is hanging.
Hmm.
let's see, like when you are doing engine analysis, this is
Hmm.
how you have to see, like in a complicated position. If pawn takes e5, how many
Right.
safe paths are there for white?
Correct.
Like you put on the engine, there are 5 lines it will throw at you. How many safe paths? How many times
Uh-huh.
white has to find the best move?
Right.
And you take queen takes e5. If all are like, let's say, point 0.1, point 0.1, point 2, point
Hmm.
0.3, then white is better.
Yeah.
But if
Hmm.
you are going e takes, I'm not saying in this particular position, f takes
Hmm.
e5, and your analysis is saying minus zero point 0.3, minus zero point 0.3, minus zero point 0.3, plus zero point 0.5, minus point, then again you play the next move, the line again narrows down, and you get even more difficult paths
What?
for white.
What
Okay,
happened on board
c6.
c6?
C6 comes. What if
See.
bishop takes? Knight takes.
No, no, knight
Knight
takes.
takes
Acha,
c6.
हाँ, knight takes is there. But if
ये
knight takes, take back with the rook.
Yeah.
हाँ, क्योंकि
नहीं
that rook on b8 is anyways protected by the
नहीं
queen. तो
नाइट एक्स पे क्वीन हैंगिंग है
नहीं
ओके
नहीं तो मैं कह रहा हूँ take with the rook मतलब knight को
टेक
लेना
विद द
उससे
रुक
because
और फिर
pressure is
क्वीन
still
हैंगिंग है
there.
एंड
And if he moves the
He'll
queen
have to move the
someone else,
queen
we are a
somewhere.
pawn up.
यार अरे ये तो अच्छी पोजीशन
We are a pawn up.
This
ये भी है
should be
क्वीन हैंगिंग है
this
मतलब
should be
ए4
winning after rook takes
Queen
c6.
d3, queen f3. और कहाँ जा
I think
सकते हैं?
Prithviraj will definitely find it.
Yeah,
It
let's.
is not that difficult to find, but he has to
Mm-hmm.
see at least two, three moves. These two,
Yeah,
three
right.
moves, simple,
Hmm.
clear moves, he has to see. But
Whatever.
Pratik is losing I think so
who?
Pratik.
Oh.
not
Oh.
completely positional loss
Ah, okay.
Abhishek, if you are anybody playing with switching on the engine, I would suggest don't switch on the engine right now. Okay,
Yeah.
just watch the games with them.
हार्ट अटैक आ गया था
F5 is allowed.
Yeah.
Mm,
F5 comes here.
टेक पे क्या हो रहा है
We can't
G6
take the
should have
pawn.
been the suggestion, right?
What?
G6 should have been the suggestion, not knight G6.
they put an extra
Oh.
In this position, after queen h3, G6 should be the main consideration because it also shuts down the bishop on e3 and also prevents the f5 break. I mean, unless white wants to sacrifice open files.
Yeah, it may be.
And there is, like we said, there is no knight takes e6 in this position yet. So G6 should have been considered. But it's okay, fine. It's not.
What is the idea? Let's say F6, F5 will play. What should black do here? If he takes with the pawn, yes, knight takes is coming.
नहीं फिर वो D5 की बहुत गंदी वीकनेस है
Yeah, D5 is a weakness.
Hmm. Isolate pawn.
बट हाँ मतलब नाइट टेक्स पे तो शायद बिशप टेक्स आ रहा है पॉन
Knight takes.
बिशप टेक्स पॉन आ रहा है So
Not
most
only d5 becomes a weakness. I mean, when you say weakness, you don't take it. You play around it. Now
yeah.
this knight on b3 comes to d4. Knight h6 checks are available in certain lines. Okay, or knight x g7 sacrifices are also available. King side is
Agar
becoming
if
overloaded.
if white able to exchange that dark square bishop, then it will be nightmare for black. If your
Sorry,
knight एकदम गंदी बैठी है position पे.
after knight takes f5, what are you suggesting?
Knight takes f5. Can we take bishop takes c3?
Grab the pawn. Huh?
हाँ मतलब grab the
But
pawn.
I think the position will lost, I guess, then.
Grabbing the pawn looks pretty challenging, but I will also grab the pawn. Rook takes d5.
Yeah. And I white have a very good advantage.
And now
Hmm.
be very careful with grabbing the pawn on b4 because
No, 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 no.
Oh, Pratik played knight to f8.
What did you play? Back to
yeah,
this.
I think
Knight to f8.
Knight f8. Okay, okay. Good,
this
good,
is the
good, good,
better
good.
choice.
We play knight f8.
Good,
Okay.
good, good, good.
It is
Hmm.
it
Best
preserves
move.
the pawn structure at least for now. Yeah, but yeah, g6 would have been safer there. You are just allowed f5.
Maybe his idea is to go e5, d4, trying to break that structure.
e5,
D4. In
d4.
future, yeah,
That's
e5,
why you
d4.
are saying he has provoked that. But now I think white will simply take on e6. Open the file.
Pandan has lost his advantage.
Why not take this one?
Sorry, pieces exchange करने के जा रहे. Okay, he's trying to create weaknesses.
And then ask for people and doing it.
Or dead lost here.
If we did, I think so. Yeah, we have to convert.
Hmm.
Oh, I think we can stick to the Pratik game. That it is going to be quite interesting. Now, what should White have to play here? Like bring the rook on the e1 square in
In
the
whose
Pratik
game?
game.
Pratik,
Pratik
Pratik.
game.
Pratik's game.
Like, yeah, like move the bishop, bring your rook on e1, and try to attack on the e6 square. Try to make a
The
pressure on
first
the
natural move is open the file. Open the
Yeah,
f5.
like
First thing
take
is
with the
take
pawn.
with the pawn.
yeah, take with the
Pawn
pawn.
takes e6. Pawn takes e6, right?
Pawn takes c6
Pawn takes e6.
because you don't want to isolate your d5 pawn.
Yeah, isolate your d5 pawn and give the f5 square for the knight. That is also very
Yeah.
important. Okay, so after pawn takes e6, pawn takes e6.
Can we go ultra aggressive with rook f3 or f4? F4 is not a good move, I think so. F3.
Yeah, develop the
Now you switch play like from you are asking from white side how you should play, right?
Yeah, yeah. I
Now you
but
can switch
after
play
rook
from white
f3,
side.
knight is coming now. Knight e4, and now it can be dangerous for white as well.
You can play c6. Not immediately, maybe, but c6 is also on the cards.
Okay, c6 to destroy pawn structure.
Yeah, there are two options: knight a5 or c6. One of them.
But don't you think
That is
after
what
c
white.
no, after c6, b captures c6, knight captures c6, and then c3 pawn is hanging.
I always miss this c3 pawn hanging. Maybe knight a5. Let's start with knight a5. But okay,
Oh, knight a5 is a
it's still
mistake,
dangerous.
na? Knight a5, knight
Why?
capture c5.
Ah, wow. Knight captures c5.
This can be a tricky, but
Okay, let
definitely they will. Narayani will spot it.
c6, pawn takes c6, knight takes c6, bishop takes
No. Queen
here.
c7
Uh,
first because queen is in attack. Queen c7 and then we can grab it
queen,
with queen.
queen is being attacked firstly. Queen
Yeah,
c7 is what you are suggesting.
queen
Uh,
c7 or queen c8, whatever, and then
I
we can
don't
grab
have
that
a
c3
reverse
pawn.
here. I'm not sure you can grab the c3 pawn.
Or you can
There is
now after.
always like queen is also guarding diagonally. See, queen is laterally guarding that pawn on c3. You should be very careful if you are going for that. But just be a little careful. I really want to go knight a5 or
Knight
knight d4
a5.
maybe.
Yeah.
I think so. I think so.
Uh,
We can take with bishop because after bishop f4, bishop is coming back. I mean, it
Prithvi
will
lost
be.
the advantage.
Yeah. It will be difficult for. I don't know what is this position, but yeah, it will be interesting to see how it
But
goes on. But definitely, white is on edge.
c6 is there at certain point. Not maybe in this moment, but c6 is something that one could aim for. Or also just because you are saying so many times c3 is hanging and all those tactics are coming, just move the bishop to f2 first, and then try to play first that c6 idea as well.
Hmm.
I would also play king h1 with the idea of bishop g1 as well. That is also one stable square for the bishop without blocking the rook's files influence.
I think Prithviraj had a move.
He lost the advantage.
King h1 is what is being suggested. With
He took the knight.
yeah.
Oh, pawn takes. Oh, again he has some advantage. Fine, but he
Who?
have to find the
Prithvi.
rook takes here. In Prithviraj's game,
Excellent.
he took the knight
Took the ये took क्या?
and
And
he
Angel was suggesting, oh my god. After this. Oh, okay. His opponent might play rook capture, but after this,
That's a mistake.
नहीं check का idea, but back rank है. मतलब ये एक
Yeah,
मूव
he
बाद
has
हुआ
to
होता
go
तो
king takes d2, right?
Queen takes bishop.
मतलब
Check.
check
King
and
here.
king ऊपर ला दो.
Queen takes d2,
King to
king takes
f7.
rook
Back rank है
f7,
and check takes and then after play this and it's winning.
and let's say h3, then you have bishop d6.
but Prithvi have to find some moves.
But what if advantage क्यों है after bishop? Let's say he captures with bishop.
Queen takes d2,
Okay,
rook
pawn
c8,
hanging है.
king f7 is easy to see, no?
हाँ,
Queen takes d2, rook c8, king f7 is easy to see, right?
easy to see. So the only move is bishop capture c2, and then we can bring our queen back to a7 and grab that pawn easily.
But what if
Sorry?
queen d3 and अच्छा
Queen
nothing is
d3
happening.
पे queen d3 पे queen takes भी करेंगे तो now a3 is also hanging. I mean can be attacked. Yeah, Prithvi should convert this to.
Hmm.
Some of Pratik have to hold the game.
So here, what are you saying? Only bishop takes c1 is the move. Rook takes c1
Yeah,
is not.
only bishop takes c1 is the move.
Yeah.
Huh.
You can't take with the rook.
So after bishop takes c1,
Queen a7, and
queen
you grab
a7,
that
and you go
pawn.
for the pawn immediately is what is you are suggesting.
Yeah,
Mm,
I
yeah,
mean
I think that
that
is
pawn can be dangerous if we delay it.
true. Right now, if you don't do it immediately, he can defend the pawn with bishop
Bishop takes
e3 and
has his own.
bishop takes his
Oh,
own.
he found a move.
If Pratik defends his position, then we can even go for win if Spandan plays.
No,
Uh,
Spandan can win this. I mean,
yeah,
Spandan's.
yeah.
But maybe what I didn't like is too many pieces came off. Yeah, that is the only thing. E5 is fine, but also earlier as well, he could have stopped this trade of when he played knight b6. He could have immediately jumped with knight b6 just to see what is happening.
He played Queen 7, and now it's better for black. He's winning pawn.
But he is a
Queen
pawn
a7
of
is what he played, right? Actually.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
The main trump card for Spandan in this position is the a6 thing. I mean, a6 pawn being so weak is a trump card and is permanently weak. And c5 as well, one could say. And d5 you may say is a weakness, but it's actually a huge thorn in black side. It's hard to win this, but with his skill, he should be able to do it. Starting with b3 maybe first.
starting with b3 and try to develop.
Yeah, but also black has some counter ideas like queen b4 as well. Those also need to be watched out. Counterplay
Yeah,
ideas.
we should
Like,
be aware of bishop b5 with black,
yeah,
and
a very funny, a very funny variation I want to show. Uh, let's say b3. Uh,
Yeah,
mm, let's say
it's a
white
b5.
makes black plays a random move. Let's say h6.
S6.
Then
let's say
yeah, rook
Then
e1.
it's lost. No?
No, I'm just saying a
H6.
random move. A random move.
Okay.
Rook e1, queen b4, rook
Rook
takes
a to e1.
e7.
No?
yeah,
Yeah,
rook e1. After
rook
rook
e1,
e1,
queen takes e1.
queen rook e1. What is the move?
Rook e1. I played queen b4.
Okay,
After h6, after b3 h6, rook
yeah, yeah,
e1,
got it.
queen b4,
And
attacking the
yeah,
pawn on a5. And let's say rook takes e7, queen takes
it will
e1.
be made into sorry, not
Not
made
yet.
into, but
The bishop
it
is
will be defeated.
guarding f1, but suddenly it's
After
like two.
after bishop b5, it's lost, completely lost.
After bishop,
No, after first queen takes rook, rook takes rook takes rook, block, bishop
yeah,
b5, and it's completely lost.
yeah. So this is the danger as well. So it's not like black has complete zero counterplay. So you need to be watch out as well. If you want to activate the second rook along the e file pressuring on e7,
Hmm.
this queen b4 idea is going to be a slight thorn in the position.
Diorama designed.
Okay, fine. I mean, it's a
Oh,
lot.
checkmated.
I think it's not resigned. It's checkmated.
Okay.
Oh, he'll come in, he'll join us.
Oh, he's checkmated. Okay, what is-
अरे डेड लॉस थी.
हाँ पता है मुझे डेड लॉस थे.
Kaunsa? Which game are you talking about? Jairamans.
Jerome.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it was a difficult game. And I think that your line was what he was so scared of, and I think he just saw bishop takes h5, and there is no hope. I'm losing an exchange if I go for this, and he decided to sacrifice a pawn instead. But finding knight c3 was difficult, maybe. But I didn't like most important move. I didn't like was a3. I didn't understand it. Okay, Pratik's game after knight f8, still thinking, huh?
Hmm.
Like Indian is suggesting what I was suggesting. Pawn takes, king h1, bishop g1, and then I think in some capacity aim for the c6 break.
Yeah,
You cannot
type of.
play e5 because knight f5 is always there.
But do you think Narayani will put his bishop on such a dead
No,
square?
no, king h1, bishop g1 is not at all human.
Yeah,
I mean, once we saw c6 and why c6 is not working, that's
we
when I
saw that, but
put
it will
king
be
f1
difficult.
and
Yeah.
bishop g1. Firstly, let's say king h1. What is the Indian follow-up? Can you tell? Can anyone tell me king h1?
Pawn takes pawn, king h1. Indian is suggesting to go on knight e5 or queen e7, queen c8.
Knight e5 is queen c7 or e7.
Knight e5 he is suggesting.
Knight
After
e5
need, knight,
stops c6 in one way. Yeah.
but
Let-
after knight e5, you are allowing knight a5.
Mm, yeah, because there is no longer knight takes c5 like before.
Yeah. So now Indian is suggesting queen. Uh, uh, Indian is suggesting queen c8 or queen d7 or b6. These are top three moves. I will like to go with queen d7.
Uh, yeah, difficult. Like black has to sit passively and take it actually. Pratik
Yeah.
can play such positions. He's used to it, so let's hope for it. Like main thing is queen side play is now going to be strong for white because knight knight coming to a5, this c6, all this mess is what you have to deal with. Knight e5, you're right about knight a5.
Yeah, knight a5, queen d7, and now Indian is suggesting to go bishop f2 rather than bishop g1.
Bishop f2 with the idea of playing bishop h4 or what? I'm not sure.
With the idea to play bishop g3 and try to like uh,
No, I think it is to try and challenge the bishop on. See, structure wise, it is the bad bishop. And also, the
yeah.
bishop on f6 is a very good defender. So it wants to go bishop h4.
But Indian is saying that you can play bishop d8, trying to
Aha.
like
Destroy the pawn structure on the
destroy
queen
the
side.
pawn structure.
And then I go knight back to b3.
Okay, so bishop f2, bishop d8, and then what you saw told
Knight back to
knight
b3.
to knight to b3.
I'm again considering c6 before going back, actually, but it doesn't seem to work.
Okay,
So,
yeah. What about c6? Actually, you're telling right.
but is it working? Like after bishop
Okay,
f2,
c6 is a bad move for white because now I can take with knight c6 and I will be pawn
right?
up.
Yeah, you will be a pawn up, and there is not enough compensation. So I have to go
And
knight b3.
I can play c4 after that c5 a5 try to break your pawn structure.
True. That's why it doesn't work. C6 doesn't work in that particular line. But I don't
But
understand bishop f2 completely. Bishop f2, bishop d8, these are inhuman. I mean, firstly, my point of king g1 was to go bishop g1, but suddenly, after the transition in the position, it wants to go bishop f2 and go bishop h4 to challenge
but
this.
Knight b3. What will be black's plan? Is it to go knight?
No, black is suffering.
Like,
Black has to
okay,
sit and wait for white's plan.
okay. Can we play knight c5, c4?
Sorry.
Like after knight b3, can we play knight c4, so that let's say if black white really wants to exchange the pieces, black bishop, like by playing bishop h4, we can take with bishop queen capture and then fork is there. A tricky move.
True, true, true. But now that is not forced anymore. But knight on c4 is sitting pretty there, but it's not targeting anything. It's there. It's a good piece. See, black has to take this game. I mean, take this game. I mean, in the sense like he has to sit back. In this case, only white can come up with big plans in this kind of position. Also,
Yeah,
I'm very curious about e5.
very curious about e5.
Yeah,
Oh,
at not in this position because knight f5 is there. I'm missing knight f5. Sorry. Like after knight
yeah, but in
c4.
future e5 will be there.
Sorry.
In future knight sorry, e5 will be there. E5, e4, e3,
Yeah, I
like
want
that
to
stuff.
trade as many pieces as possible in this position. That should be the black's primary strategy to get out of this position.
Let's hope Pratik will hold that.
Yeah. What happened in the game? Bishop f2 was played. Wow.
Bishop f. Oh,
Oh, she
wow.
saw that. Clever. It's a good move, I feel.
After bishop f2, what should be idea of
I think again knight e5 is one try.
knight e5, knight
No,
a5,
again knight a5 is coming. Huh?
knight a5, queen d7. Okay, now uh, he can go bishop h4. She, sorry. Uh,
It's not
Now she
possible.
can go bishop h4.
Not really, no. Bishop h4, bishop takes h4,
Queen takes h4.
queen takes h4.
After queen takes h4, what will black play?
Where are you placing your queen? You placed your queen on c8.
No, no, d7.
Okay, you are saying knight e5. Okay, in that line, knight e5, knight a5, queen d7, bishop h4. Ah, okay, nice. That is good. Yeah, Mm. Yeah. Black has to sit.
Contingent is uh, 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 okay.
What? Yeah, your idea is right. Based on what we saw, bishop h4. This is a very primary idea for white right now. Whether Adani played with that intention, I am not sure, but it is there. It is available in the position.
Yeah, Pratik is in little bit trouble.
Yes, but
Pratik
it's
thought in
not
trouble.
lost. Like he has to accept that he has to suffer this game and play for a while at least. Let white come on to him and let see. He has to defend well this position. Spandan seemed to have regained his advantage, but went into a major piece endgame. No, something happened here. Huh?
Uh, Spandan exchange all pieces except major.
then it's
I
not.
think he is trying to exploit that E7 weakness and A7 weakness.
No, a6 now there is no root actually. And as for the e7 weakness, it's not truly a weakness at this point. I think b3 then must have been a mistake because this allows bishop b5.
But there is no way. Oh, okay. Opponent did a mistake by playing Queen B7, C7. Sorry.
Okay, you get the queen to the center, queen e4 or what?
Yeah, yeah. Queen E4,
Yeah.
Queen C7, Queen E4.
So it's just trying to play against space at this point. I mean,
At
space.
some point, if Black becomes careless, D6 is also coming.
The point is, black still feels he is worse. That's why he played queen c7 in this moment, which I would have felt queen b3. Queen b3 just maybe queen b3 is also not so attractive. Queen b3 or queen b4. Queen b2 is also a very good move, attacking multiple dimensions at once and asking for a trade of queens. But I see why queen b2 was not played. Queen takes b2, queen takes b2, and d6.
But after D6, you can play Rook B7,
Rook.
B7.
No need to play rook b7. I will go. I will go king f8. I want to stay active. No, and also
Oh,
c5 is hanging, no? So this is
yeah,
the reason why he could not go. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, after D7, Rook D8, so Rook capture C5, Rook capture D7, and I don't know.
Usually in rook endgames, this will usually nullify to a very drawish line.
No,
So if king
yeah.
f8, you can't still go rook takes c5 because of pawn takes d6. And your
So
other rook
that's
gets active.
this game.
d7, rook d8, rook d1, and then there are targets for both sides. C5 can't be defended, is what you're saying. Maybe. Yeah.
But at the same time, Rook D7 can also be D7 can not be defended by both the rooks
True. After
because
rook b7, rook takes c5, rook takes
then
d7,
Rook
rook
takes.
takes d7. But I don't like to play this single rook endgame. I think it is very
It's a
hard.
draw. It's a draw.
No,
It's a draw.
it's a draw.
Yeah, it
How?
will be a draw
How?
because
Because of there is a weakness on a6. What are you doing about that? And also, I can start with rook c8 check, king g7, and then rook a6. You want to play rook d6? I will
wait.
play rook b6. Difficult. Maybe it's a draw, but it's very difficult for black to hold.
After what did you say?
I was looking at the same line that we were looking at, queen b2,
Yeah,
queen takes
Queen B2,
b2,
Queen takes Rook takes D6, King
king
F8,
f8,
D7, Rook D8.
d7, rook d8, rook d1, rook d7, rook takes c5, rook takes d7, rook takes d7, rook takes d7, rook c8 check, king g7, and I go rook c6. This is what I am going for.
Rook C6. Wait. One, two, three, four. Can we play rook c d6?
Yeah, that's what I was considering. Rook d6, rook b6.
Right. No, no, just join this link.
Okay, so we have Jaraman with us. Can you join Jaraman? Jaraman Bharadwaj is there. Prakar is there. अरे आ जाओ. He will come in 5 minutes.
Prithvi
Okay.
seems to be winning close to. He's definitely in a superior position, but not over until it's over.
Yeah. I mean, he should win that
Yeah, it's
game.
only Pratik has to suffer. Pratik has to somehow get the draw. I think
If,
top two will win this round.
We
if
have the chances, yes.
Yeah, he played Queen C8, which is a reasonable move. Like he played this Knight E5, Rook F1. Very good. He's trying to see these things. Queen C8, trying to trade Knight C6, Knight D5, at least a
I
pair.
mean,
Sorry.
no. In this position, uh, there are many moves, but knight a5 and f capture e6 according to engine. These are only two moves in which
With king
white has
advantage.
advantage. Rather than that, advantage is decreasing.
Okay. ठीक है
And
निकाल.
I don't. It's draw.
Oh,
It's not
she lashed out.
draw.
Okay,
It's not
let's
draw.
see.
Or it is advantage for white black now
Yeah, she lashed out. Let's see if it is good or not.
because now knight c4 is coming.
This is totally most probably he has to do it.
No, but see, G4 has a point. Like
g4
it's
g5
not.
in future.
Sorry.
Yeah, in future g4 g5 is a plan.
No, the main thing is King H1, Rook G1 is the plan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. Bobby
But
Fischer's
it
plan.
can be maybe a pawn up again if you play rook e5.
Oh,
You
so
can check the
But
position
it
again.
weakens White King significantly, and the light square diagonal at any point if Black plays E5 and gets the queen to C6, it will be hard to play because knight jumping to F3, weaknesses completely on F4, F3 now. That is how Pratik should realize it.
or even you can go with safer side by playing
Can
h6.
go on for King
G8, the
F6.
We can
Sorry?
go on Prithvijit's game. I think so.
Yeah,
He's
Prithvi is winning.
completely trashing his opponent. Look, after rook b4, he's gaining one more pawn.
someone
After
he
Rook
has.
B4.
There is a mating mating 50. If you enter this room.
Okay.
So Pratik find the best rook knight c6. No knight c2. Keep up for it.
But wow.
You are looking at which game? Prithvi's or
Currently, I'm looking at Prithvijit's game.
so opponent played Queen C2 here.
Yeah,
Mm,
and now he can play knight rook b4 and rook after rook b4. Oh, he did not play rook b4. He played. Oh, now it's draw.
Yeah, Pratik,
Now it's drawish.
what is it?
Your guys,
It's like for Indian, it's not draw.
uh,
But
yeah, don't look at it. I mean, see the purpose of the moves. Like, why is it a draw? You are saying
now Bishop A3 is there.
it's the only move to make a draw because you are trying to work against the pin on
Rook N,
no
or
the
either
pin on
create weakness on C5.
the pin on c5, the pin on c5, and eventually the weakness. I was considering rook c8 actually
Okay,
instead of
but
d6.
Indian is suggesting Bishop A3,
Yeah,
but can we? Okay, no, no, no. It's irrelevant. Sorry, sorry, sorry.
I think instead of bishop a3, you will go with
Bishop E3.
yeah, the
see,
best tempting.
one thing keep in mind, as long as an opponent is a pawn up, and also you are right now in a sudden passive position, and when time is also going low, it's not easy for opponents to see that the position has suddenly transitioned into a draw. In my opinion, Prithvi still will win this. If anybody is winning, it's Prithvi, right? So
Yeah,
he,
clearly it's Prithvi.
yeah. So
Spandam,
Even
also
actually, according to Indian, Prithvijit and Spandan, both Spandan has more advantage than Prithvijit.
now,
because with the
Now,
how much
now.
is Spandan's advantage? Point nine.
Plus 0.98, it is fluctuating in
simply
between that.
because the e7 pawn is hanging. If e7 takes, then there is a passage of d1.
Yeah,
If
Yeah,
e7 pawn
exactly.
falls,
That is what his best try is. I will get back in a while. Okay, I just need a
yeah, yeah.
break. Yeah.
Takhar, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's fine.
जर्मन आया.
थोड़ी देर में आ रहे हैं शायद. मेंटली ब्रेक चाहिए होगा उन्हें.
हाँ मतलब उसका गेम खराब तो मतलब लाइक फीडे मास्टर क्या कर सकते हैं.
He can hold that, but okay, let's find.
I think Prithvi would make it like time भी इसको है अच्छा खासा.
Only concern with Spandan is उनका एंड गेम में शायद टाइम कम रहे.
बट yesterday भी सिमिलर चीज ही हुई थी लाइक. हाँ लेकिन yesterday ड्रॉ हुआ था.
Yesterday, I think so. Even my opponent and his opponent defended beautifully.
हम्म.
So आप पृथ्वीजीत के गेम लाइव स्ट्रीम पे पृथ्वीजीत का गेम चल रहा है ना, राइट?
या
So
Bombay is winning against her.
प्रतीक का गेम चलेगा प्रखर.
Bombay is winning against Karagum, so I don't think anyone can stop Bombay.
प्रतीक का.
हाँ, प्रतीक का गेम स्विच ओवर करते हैं.
ओके ओके.
Yeah, so we have to defeat both.
अक्षत, इफ यू आर लिसनिंग, आप प्रतीक का गेम लगा दो इफ पॉसिबल. Yeah, actually Bombay is beating Kharagpur. And now I think so it will be very difficult to stop Bombay. And maybe I don't know, अगर गॉड साथ में रहे तो शायद कहीं वो फंबल कर दे, बट इट विल बी डिफिकल्ट फॉर देम टू फंबल एंड शायद वो गोल्ड जीत के ले जाए.
बॉम्बे is not prepared. Prem was saying also that बॉम्बे प्रिपरेशन काफी अच्छे से करके आती है लाइक.
और इस साल तो एफएम भी है बॉम्बे में.
हाँ वो Y25 आया है FM पे.
हाँ, वो ओम मनीष कदम समथिंग.
हाँ
BHU version?
कोई आइडिया नहीं. अगर प्रतीक के गेम में देखा जाए so प्रतीक is still thinking. Okay, some moves were there. He found knight c4. Then opponent played queen g3. अकॉर्डिंग टू यू क्या खेलना चाहिए?
पृथ्वी को आई गेस
ना नाइट c5 का मेन आइडिया इज टू गो विद a4 ना.
A5 or A4?
सॉरी a5. a4 पॉसिबल नहीं है.
या हाँ आई थिंक सो बट
You can search the
लाइक
Scotland name.
मुझे
What
कुछ
is
क्लियर वहां दिख नहीं रहा लाइक व्हाट कैन आई डू देयर.
what is the truth takes C7 for? Why this is a blunder? And don't check in English. No?
Okay, mid है वो तो
Yeah.
white is here. He will not fall in it.
Oh, he tried. Not the best move, but yeah.
Okay, Laksh is with us. Hello, Laksh.
Bro,
Hello.
I was seeing the game. Jeremy lost. Other ones are pushing.
I think so. Prithvijit has good position to win. He is a pawn up.
and also
Spandan
time.
and he has a time. Spandan की पोजीशन अच्छी है बट
Fine.
टाइम वैसे भी 12 मिनट है. इट विल बी मोर देन
Enough.
इनफ. बट अगर मेजर पीसेस लाइक क्वीन एंड रुक एक्सचेंज हो गए देन इट्स ड्रॉ. And Pratik,
Yeah.
we are holding कि he will end up with a draw. अगर स्पंदन ने कुछ कर दिया then I think so we are gonna beat Madras with 2.5 and a half. It all depends upon Pratik and Spandan's game. I think so Prithvijit will win here.
Actually, Pratik should play quickly today. Like yesterday, he went under a lot of time pressure. Also.
Yeah.
Like I
Let's see.
think naturally play करेगा like कुछ कह नहीं सकते but हाँ some like almost same side time है दोनों को.
I
In
mean,
Spartan's game, it's
either
very hard to defend as black at this point because of rook takes
Yeah.
e7 and queen f3 are very strong ideas here. I mean, firstly, rook takes e7 creates a passer on the d passer. Rook takes e7, queen takes a5 is forced. And then you have, let's say, queen e5. Okay, he went back.
are you okay?
Okay, so he realizes that rook takes. Okay, I thought it was white's move. White's move, rook takes e7 would have been game over. I thought. Okay, he went back to rook e7. Cat and mouse a little, but
Spandan has literally 1.5 plus 1.5 advantage in according to Indian.
yeah.
Jayaraman is here.
Okay, Jayaraman is here with us.
Yeah. Jayaraman.
Yeah, hello. I just came after losing my game.
It happens.
It's okay.
Why do you sound so like it's the end of the
Depressed.
world? It is a learning curve. Don't take it. Prithvi and Spandan, and I think Pratik can also win. After Adani lashed out, she has. I probably think she has lashed out because she felt like there is a desperate need to win at this point.
The point is we are having a slight advantage on 1 and 2. So we thought like we have to go all out on boards 3 and 4. And board 4, though, they got. They managed to defeat, and Pratik is still managing to hold on.
Did you see Queen b6 line and then refuse pawn takes d4?
Sorry, at what point are you talking about?
When you blended your pawn.
Bishop takes h5.
Yeah.
Why
So Queen b6.
You spent 12 minutes, which was a good amount.
Yes.
On,
Before taking
what-
bishop takes h5 instead of e takes d4, I thought queen b6 was coming, but then b2 pawn he can't take.
Why?
So I thought like
Why?
What
After
did you
queen
see?
b6, if you take with bishop capture f5, I'm gonna take with queen capture b2 because rook is hanging.
Hello?
Hello, Jayraman, are you there?
1 minute. Like yeah, e takes d4, but then
Yeah,
if
he takes.
you play queen b6, I had moves like knight c3.
Yeah.
You can't take the d4 pawn
Yes.
as well
Yes.
because your h by knight is hanging. First, you have to save that, and by the time
Yes. Yes.
I will get something else.
But then why didn't you go for that line? If you saw knight c3, I don't understand why didn't you go for it. Like we didn't
Yeah,
consider
knight
knight c3
c3 was
and only
the
when
idea why I played a3, but then uh, I saw that my b2 pawn was falling when I played bishop takes h5, but then I thought like I might get the open b file, and after c4, knight b3, knight d4, I will have a better position, but then I was never able to execute that. His knight went to
no the
c5, and then I didn't have a piece to even exchange challenge that.
okay, okay, because in this case b2 fell without the queen being attacked and queen being not being misplaced in this line. So perhaps,
Yes.
and also positionally, c5 square is completely compromised. His move knight e6 was also very good. So I think that is where, okay, fine. I understand where you are thinking. You may have some compensation, is what you felt. But you didn't get the b file, by the way. You couldn't even play rook b1 by the time it captured on b2.
I mean, yeah, I thought I would get two, three things. I got none in the end.
Yeah, okay, fine. So your idea behind a3 is you saw until knight c3.
Yes, yes, yes. That was the idea
Okay,
why I played a3. I wanted to stop queen
ठीक है,
b6, but then
ठीक है.
I did not simply see knight e6, knight c5 ideas.
But it would have been still like queen b6 need not be played at all. Like you also look at it from this perspective. You are expecting queen b6, which may not be played at all, and which is not forced at all. A3 is not asking black to play queen b6, right? So it may be like that. ठीक है. But you saw the things. That is good. Fine. Pratik and Adani are battling. I'm pretty sure on board one and two we will get the win.
Okay, so yeah, what did he do? I mean,
What did
Pratik just simply took on f5.
Okay, Pratik's game is what we are looking at. He will have a good
I
reason,
think
but
so was afraid of g5
hmm.
and he wanted to exchange some pieces.
I mean, then you can play
Maybe
h6.
Or even
maybe
Queen B8 was what I was considering for a long
h6,
time. Is
h4. Maybe he was afraid of something.
H6 is like giving a hook.
Okay, now she took with knight,
Rook
and
No,
knight.
now
yeah, if she takes back with the knight, then yeah, there are too many
she
weaknesses.
took
And
she took.
I mean, d6 knight might jump into d6 also at any point.
Knight is there on C4, so
Yes, yes, but
it
then yeah,
creates a path
one
for
move I will
But
play
it.
something.
we can exchange that knight with d2 also, no?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Knight d2 and exchange that knight and then plant it on d6.
But also look at black squares as well. Black has got E5 square now critically, since the E file is protected well enough.
Even Pratik now has weakness on d5 as well.
Pratik has a weakness on d5. That d5 will fall. Don't worry about that. Main thing is bishop e5, this diagonal, and the queen's diagonal is where you need to play. You want the d5 pawn to fall because you want queen c6.
Also, Spandan is a bit low on time. That's what I'm afraid of. But then yeah, he manages the time well.
No.
Otherwise,
That
though,
that that
for
doesn't
sure we'll
that
get the
doesn't
win on
matter
board
to
too.
him. He's yeah, yeah, yeah. we will get win on board 1 and 2. Like, and Spandan's advantage has just crept up according to the engine, but you can see what it is.
Yeah, he has to find H4, H5 ideas.
On board one, what will you think the opponent will play to save the a5, a4 pawn?
On board
In
1,
which board?
Uh,
Board
maybe
one.
rook
Actually, both
rook
pawns are
e.
falling. A4 and e4 both are
A4 and
falling.
E4, yeah.
Whoa,
Oh,
He
he
played
played
e5.
e5,
why
taking
did
with
they
the
play
f
E5?
pawn.
E5, F capture E5, then
Yeah, f capturing.
He wants to take bishop takes c5 and then he's trying maybe rook takes c5 or something. But then the point is he doesn't have too many pawns to take. Uh,
yeah, you can also go queen takes a4, no? Here? Or am I
queens
missing
will get
something?
exchanged and then a4 pawn will king f7 and
Yeah,
Yeah,
even
no,
yeah.
no, no, no,
directly,
no.
I
Doesn't
think
like
work.
if you
Queen
want to
queen
takes
set
really
is
a4
play it
doesn't
safe, I
work.
think you can
like
also go.
No, the problem with queen takes a4 is queen takes a4, rook takes e4, bishop takes e5, pawn takes e5, e takes f6, and e6 pawn is falling.
Okay,
oh,
fine.
wait, repeat. What did you say?
So the only move is f takes e5. If you play
The
queen
F
takes
takes
a4,
E5.
Queen
yeah,
takes
No, no.
a4,
queen takes
rook
e5
takes
is
a
possible.
Okay, yeah.
Rook takes a4 is
bishop takes
possible.
c5. Sorry, bishop takes c5, pawn takes c5, pawn takes uh,
f6.
f6 is what you're saying. Okay,
And
fine. This
then
should be a
Yeah.
rook
draw.
takes e6 is coming next. So
Yeah, this
if
should be a
f takes
draw.
e5 is played, but then if f takes e5 is played, this idea doesn't work because after bishop takes e5, queen takes e5, and d takes e5. Even if rook takes e5 is played, he can direct just play king f7, defend one of this pawn, and take the a4 pawn, and he'll be 2 pawns up, or maybe even 1 pawn up with the outside passer, and that's a winning endgame.
Rook takes
Yeah.
a5. What about rook a5? Like
Sorry,
after
what?
Rook
the
a4.
pawn
Rook takes
takes
a4.
e5,
Huh.
bishop takes c5, queen
Queen
takes
takes
c5,
e5,
queen takes c5, pawn takes c5,
d takes e5,
rook takes e5,
king f7.
king f7, rook
Then you have
takes
a passer,
c5,
outside passer.
rook takes
Rook takes
a4.
a4 and that outside passer will win the game.
I'm not sure this is winning.
Like if you see one of our practice games that I played against Pandan, it was
Yeah, black should. There are so many lines where black should be winning, but is this actually winning? Is my question.
yes, this should be winning.
No,
The
it's a
outside
draw
passer is
according to
very
the engine.
powerful
It's a draw according to the engine.
because in this case, okay, the rook is in front of the pass pawn. Fine.
Not only that, I mean, usually pass pawns, like theoretically as well, this should be a draw. There should be a better way than this. It's a critical moment, actually.
Pratik has made a mistake and he had played Queen C6, allowing G5 now.
This is beautiful. Can you spot the move after bishop takes c5? I just saw with the engine.
Yeah, even I saw the engine, but then it's fine. I didn't want to claim anything. Eh, It says d takes e5 is possible, but still it shows a different show.
No, d takes c5 is theoretically a draw. After that.
Okay, he
Oh, sorry, d takes, no, not queen takes c5. You're saying d takes c5. Okay, okay.
Not queen takes e5, just take it with the pawn. And then use the c pawn as a passer and take the a4 pawn whenever
Yeah,
you
yeah,
want.
yeah. Keep the queens on the board. That's a different game, but still not so easy. This is a
is
critical moment
Pandan
to
going
see.
for a draw or what?
Yeah, like he's not able
Why?
to find the winning move, I guess.
He's low on time also.
Yeah, time is.
I mean,
Why do you think Spandan is going for a draw?
because he repeated one like.
The opponent repeated a
He
That's
played
okay.
Okay, okay, he's
queen
not
Just
going
c3
for it.
check
He's
and
not
then
going for it.
queen
Yeah,
He's
he's
gaining
not going
time
for it.
and
e3 back again.
he played rook
He
h5.
played rook h4. अभिषेक कंटिन्यू करो मैं 2 मिनट में आया.
such a
I'll be there in 2 minutes.
nasty move, right?
No, he played rook h4.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you deal with this?
Yeah,
Rook
h5
h8
is the
seems to
only
be the
move
only
here.
h5 h5 is the only move.
h5,
Then
huh?
g
And now
g
you come back
then
and
g4.
h5,
g4, yeah.
I feel like even
g4.
g4 has to work.
I played
Yeah.
because rook takes c4, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
c4
g4
falls.
doesn't work.
c4 falls. So you come back to e4 and then try to play g4.
Yeah, fine, nice
He,
idea.
he has
Just provoke h5 without nothing and then
he has provoked h5 in a different way. Instead of h4, he provoked h5 with rook h4. Finesse, nice finesse. Prithvi has to take his time. He has plenty of time. This is what the. Oh, okay. Opponent is in a
Yes.
complete. So now I think this is gone. Prithvi is going to win as well.
Yeah, that will win. Yes.
After pawn takes f5, he just played queen pawn a5. No reaction.
Yeah. He played pawn.
What?
He played pawn a5. And I think queen d5 here is also a good idea. Maybe. No, queen d5
okay,
unnecessary.
what did he do? Why didn't he take the bishop?
He didn't see it. Probably he didn't believe that the rook, even the rook pawn endgame was drawing. Probably didn't understand that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
maybe he
just
wanted to keep the queens on the
even
board.
rook b5 should be a safe move here.
Yes, rook b5 is a very good move. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now there are no troubles for black. I mean, no way, no troubles in the sense, no troubles to go into easy drawing lines. White has
Yes.
to suffer to find any kind of counterplay. I think 1 and 2 will be wins definitely. It's only the third one that it's okay. It's still a very
Like,
complex position. I don't like queen c6. Don't sit passively. Just don't. I think he should have played bishop e5 a move earlier. Isn't it a good move after knight f5 instead of queen
No,
c6?
it asks to exchange rooks actually.
Rook takes e1, rook takes e1, and then
No.
played rook d1.
knight e6
Actually,
maybe.
the problem with why he considered queen c6 was to defend d5.
Yeah, I
He felt
understood. But
like bishop e5 and then queen f3 means d5 will fall by force. He's like very much
so
concerned
bishop
about
e5,
the
you are
d5 pawn
saying
now.
queen f3.
Oh, I guess Prithvijit has made some kind of bad move. Yes, played queen
Okay, he
b5.
played queen d5.
No, he lost it on choice.
He might have seen rook c4, but then
Now bishop takes c5 again.
uh, the only move is
Yeah.
rook c1 to save the game.
Sorry, rook c1.
I don't think so. I mean, yeah, white is
I,
back
I,
in the game if
White has more
white
time
finds
also.
rook c1.
Rook c1.
Only rook c1, not bishop takes c5, huh?
Bishop takes c5, I have rook c4.
Ah, okay. Nice.
That he should have seen it. That's why he played queen
But
b5.
is not at all easy then. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. He missed rook c1, which is not easy at
And
all.
with the time he has, it's tough to his 2 minutes.
Hmm. I'll just come back.
Acha, he took on c5. Nice. Now again, the only move is rook c4.
Important thing. Does he play
Yeah,
rook
I
c4?
guess.
Does he play rook c4?
If he plays rook
He should play it.
c4, then I think so it's completely winning for him.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I mean, there's no point in playing queen b5.
Yeah.
true.
I
Yeah,
Yeah, he
played.
plays it.
nice,
Yes, rook
nice.
Okay,
Nice.
fine.
c4
Nice.
on the board.
On the board.
Now Prithvi is
Okay, then
gonna
he
win.
will win
Yeah,
this one.
he'll win. Yeah.
We can shift to I think so
Pratik's game maybe.
Pratik's
But
game
this game is
because Spandan bare minimum will hold to draw, but Pratik is having not nice position.
Don't underestimate that
Pratik
position.
has to
That
hold on
position
to a
is
toss somehow.
very complicated.
true.
Like it is not at all easy for. Mm, maybe yes. Still, black is suffering. I will say. However, Pratik has to find some counter play. That's
She
the
made a
classic.
mistake, I think so.
Who has made a
Yeah,
mistake?
Naraini made a slight error. She played queen f3.
Slight error. What's the idea
I'm
of
not
Queen
sure why
F3?
she is afraid to go h4 g5, but yeah, it's fine. It's good for us.
Because the long diagonal is a little weak as well. So maybe.
I still feel the center is kind of closed, so
Okay,
you can go for
idea
this.
of Narayan is to go knight h6.
No, I feel the idea is bishop takes f6.
After bishop takes f6, queen takes f6 is there, no? And then
Yeah,
rook takes rook
rook
takes.
takes e8 and then
Okay.
d5 falls.
Yeah, knight
Then
h6
there will
directly is the idea then. And knight
Okay,
h6
yeah,
is a
knight
big threat.
h6 is also there. Very difficult to
Yeah,
spot
that
that.
is what Prajwal is saying. Knight h6 is a huge threat in the position.
Like he
knight.
can take the bishop now first. Bishop takes
Yeah, he's
d4.
forced to take the bishop.
But bishop takes d4, then the other knight comes to d4. That
Yeah,
is,
the other knight comes and settles over there. And then
yeah,
maybe queen f6 might save the position.
maybe. But it's such a hard position now to play.
Wow.
If Narayani goes low on time, she'll start committing blunders like hell. So that has to happen. Until then, uh, they'll have the
Okay,
advantage.
this is
Okay,
also
he played knight e5.
Knight d4.
no, it's still a complicated move. It is giving so many options. It is good move, I feel.
Yeah, I
Unless
mean,
he
in
doesn't
this
want to
case,
trade the
you're
dark
forced to
square
take on
bishop because
e5.
of
And then c4, the c4 is the only move after
yes.
trading that. Else, it will be difficult to find c4.
Yes, so it's fine. Like it's a very good choice in the position. Knight e5, bishop takes is forced, huh? You are saying
Yeah, bishop.
No,
Yeah,
Bishop
bishop
you
takes
can
is
play
forced
queen
not
also.
forced, but I'm saying bishop takes is the best move.
bishop takes, and then knight e7, you walk into the fourth. And if that is played, yeah, you have to go with c4. Otherwise, you lose the advantage.
Okay.
I think so. Pratik can hold this position.
No, Pratik can even win this. I mean, I'm saying it's still a lot of complication. White has committed. White has committed.
Only problem will be क्या बोलते हैं time. Only problem is
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
Pratik
Both
goes
are
more
low
on
on
time, he
time.
can
Not
also
only
blunder.
Pratik, Adana is also going low on time, so we hope for the best in this case. Okay. I'll just come back. Huh? Just give me some time.
I don't know. Okay, in Spandan's game, if Spandan make G4 move, then it's draw, according to Indian.
I mean, he will definitely see his c4 pawn falling, though. He'll never play g4. He'll come back rook
We should
e4.
go for G3 or Queen C3.
हाँ क्वीन C3 चेक देके फिर G4 शायद
हाँ,
पता नहीं. Let's see. Let's hope for this.
that way to protect his pawn also.
Pratik on it.
Wait for the Pratik, man.
Okay, I think so. In Prithviraj's game,
Oh, Pratik, I need to play Queen G7, G2. It's been a draw.
Queen G2 पे तो plus 0.5 या it's draw दिखा रहे
Again,
हैं.
he have to play the knight here. Okay, we can go to the playing.
Doesn't want to give her dark square bishop, it seems. That's why she
They
played
are
queen
going to
g2.
play what?
Chairman,
Again, g5
do you
is
want to
threatened.
come on playing ball?
No, no, no. It's fine. I mean, the games doesn't look like ending now, so I'll come
Yeah,
once.
we
Two
can
two more
give.
games and I'll come when the last game voted.
मैं मुझे भी लगता है 10 मिनट बाद जाना चाहिए.
That's what.
चलने वाला है 10-15 मिनट. गेम एंड गेम में पहुंचा है अभी.
Pratik, find the move. Why are you taking too much time? If you are not continuing the speed, it's perpetual बता रहे पृथ्वी. पृथ्वी के पास टाइम है तो perpetual बता सकते हैं वो. That is fundamental. And the moves.
Spandan should either play rook e4, which Bhadwa said, or maybe queen c3 also. Check.
I think so. Spandan is afraid of losing that a5 pawn because after rook e4, let's say queen capture a4, uh, rook capture, rook capture, queen capture, and rook capture, and he is thinking it's a draw because he's a pawn loss. But he is missing one move, that is queen c3 check.
Yeah.
Maybe he has spot that because or after queen c3 king here you have to play d6. You can't take pawn because pawn takes, rook takes, and there will be a check and your queen is gone.
Right. Hey, play queen c3. Nice one.
Yeah, you fall for the rook b1 check.
Pratik, calling a B pawn, you find the knight A5.
Pratik played h6.
I mean, this is very difficult. Yeah, Spandan, though I don't think so. He'll play first. He's not playing rookie for sure. He's that kind of player.
Spandan played no queen c3.
I mean, I think so now Pratik is losing because
Yeah.
The B pawn is calling.
B pawn is falling.
If you find the moves.
No, knight f5, she'll find. Knight f5 and then
Knight A5, queen C7, knight D.
knight d3 or rook पे attack है. She'll find, she'll find.
They say we think Spandan is winning. Oh, Spandan is winning.
Okay, now he can play rook e6.
Spandan is totally winning.
No, no, no. I think so Spandan can convert it.
Easily converted now.
Rook e6, even g4 works. Rook e6, I think so more natural.
Some of the please hold the game.
I mean, no, he'll play g4. He'll play g4. No need to rush
Rook
rook
e6.
e6.
No, rook E6 is good move. Oh, what?
Okay, he
Yeah,
comes
why?
back
He
with
gave
queen e3.
a5 pawn.
What is the idea of queen?
Why did he give a5 pawn?
Okay, queen a4. Then he's planning of d6 or what?
It becomes a bit difficult now if he takes the a5 pawn.
But after d6, you can simply play e5.
He won't play
Okay,
d6 for sure. He'll see e5. He has to find g4.
okay, in game he took queen. Yeah.
Oh,
Uh, नहीं, you can play rook e6 d6.
I mean, he would have seen g4. That's why he gave up that pawn. Now the idea is g4, g5, and then rook e6. Infiltrating that way. So you literally have no defense now. You can't move the rook to the h file, h8.
Sorry, after queen takes a5, right now what are we looking
Uh,
at?
in Prithvi's game, has the opponent gone timeout or there's some error?
It is
It
an
is
error. It
He's
is
playing.
game chal raha hai.
No. It's fine.
usually
It's fine.
yeah,
Where is
but that doesn't matter.
Prithvi's move?
Like, uh,
I mean, Prithvijit will win definitely. There is
yeah.
no doubt in it.
He's going to be three
Mm,
pawns up now.
the thing is, he will have to play queen a7 and hope for the best opponent.
Spandan
Queen a7.
instead of
I simply have
e4
rook takes
went
g3 check and I'll take the e1 rook.
I told na he will play rook e6
Yeah,
and then
yeah. True.
Narayani most probably had found the way.
Good move, knight a5. Yeah. It's not over yet. Still so many pieces on the board.
We hope Pratik will manage to draw somehow.
Queen c7 is forced now, right?
In Pratik's game, na?
Yeah. Queen b5 looks very odd. Queen d7 is also a move. But queen d7, I'm so terrified of knight d6.
Anyway, knight d6 is coming.
Yeah.
There's an interesting variation here with starting with queen c8.
Queen c8, knight d6,
Yeah, I was
The
queen.
provoke knight d6, sack the exchange, queen takes e3, rook takes d6, c takes d6, and then play b6.
No, queen c8, knight d6 also hits the queen.
Yes. Take
so
rook
he's
takes
taking
d6,
rook takes d6.
Rook takes d6. Uh-huh.
pawn takes d6, b6, kick out the knight, and once knight b3 is played,
Oh, he blundered!
b6 is not
Prithvijit
going to
blundered!
kick out the knight.
play rook
Oh,
Oh, he
Okay.
blundered, man, he blundered.
No, that's okay.
he
That's
needs
okay.
to.
It's not okay. He went into the queen pawn endgame.
Perpetual
Perpetual is coming.
He
I hope
went
it doesn't get
queen
mated.
takes a5. No,
Yeah,
he
and
won't get
the
mated,
opponent has less
but
time. Only that is the advantage.
queen e7 is not as
Like he has to
difficult to
give up
see
2 pawns
as
now at least. I mean, I think
true.
so. He'll find it.
Queen e7 is not too difficult. Queen takes a5 is a little rushed. h6 simply.
He finds it. Plays queen e7.
Yes, he find it.
He played. I mean, this is a draw now. No way White is losing this.
Maybe go for g6. Maybe too much, no?
Okay, you can go for queen b4 also, I think.
Queen e4. That's a mate, no?
No, queen b4.
b4.
Yeah,
Queen
and give
d4.
away pawns.
Queen e8 is mate.
Queen b4. Queen
Queen
e8 will be
b5.
covered by b4. Ah,
Queen
sorry,
b5.
b5.
b5
Queen
you.
b5.
Sorry.
Queen queen b5. Okay.
Stop the check, but
वो pawn जाएगा, check रुक जाएगा.
like two of your pawns will fall
I mean,
d6
yeah,
and e6.
he will be a he will be two. Then he has to continue this.
But both are isolated pawns.
But they are passed. One of them is passed, so you have to continue. Queen b5. Pawn takes e6 check, right? No, the thing is, it's not about the pawns. White always can find a pocket choice.
No. King will come.
How? Like queen b5, queen takes e6, king f8.
King f8.
Yeah.
Then
Queen takes d6. It
king will come up.
f7. Uh, okay, there are no checks at that point. Okay, it's not so easy to find the draw for.
Apparently,
Right. Fine.
तो blunder तो नहीं है.
apparently Spandan
Adani
shouldn't
is
have
running
exchanged the
people
rooks.
low on time.
But yeah, it's fine. You have pass pawn.
I mean,
According to engine, it's a draw. But if you
King
watch
so, I think so.
carefully, it will be difficult for
All
anyone.
pawns are falling. D5
Pawns
is
are
falling.
falling.
B7 is falling.
Also, I think Spandam could have played d6 there. No, d6. Rook is hanging. Sorry, what am I saying? After rook f7, I was considering d6. Rook takes.
Okay.
Pawn takes
Okay,
e7.
Narayani had blundered. Now it's draw. According to engine, it's draw, dead draw. Not dead draw.
Only moves rook d8.
Like he needs to play.
How do you play?
Yeah.
He'll play rook b8 only.
Rook d8 is the move. Rook d8, and if Pratik finds it, oh no. He
Yeah, he
might
plays
rook b8.
b8, rook b8.
Rook d8 with the idea of knight f3 check, huh?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, rook d8. If you play, the idea is knight f3 check. Acha, there's a nice knight sack coming now. Knight takes g4
Yeah.
after if you play knight d6.
yeah, but first bishop takes e5 is what I'm afraid of.
And then check.
Here,
Here.
without even moving the knight. Then your
Yeah,
C3 pawn
no. First bishop.
falls, right?
Bishop takes e5 from white. White's how it is right now. If he goes bishop takes e5, bishop takes e5,
Yes,
pawn
bishop
c6.
takes e5, bishop takes e5 back, and then queen c7.
No.
Okay, now what if it takes check?
I think he's going to try for knight takes g4 only, but I don't know how good it is.
He plays knight g4.
It's going a bit crazy.
Yeah, his games are always like that, so that is expected. Queen takes b5.
Can in Spandan's game can we push the pawn?
अबे यार ये तो पूरा ही रख दिया
किसने?
कौन भी नहीं पूरा ब्लंडर देख तो लो यार
Spandan's game, we have to pray that opponent doesn't find queen b2.
Queen takes d5 is a very big blunder actually. Like it'll right away. No, actually the move says a5. Queen b2. I'll just
a5,
simply
a5
take
is
the
also
a6 pawn. Queen takes a6 is there.
स्पंदन का भी ड्रॉ हो रहा है.
don't worry, right now it's all, going to be all crazy. Whatever happens, happens. Let it happen.
Prithvijeet's game has
They were winning the whole part, like, so
almost
they
ended
were winning the
in draw. That's all. It's over. He played h6 instead of queen b5.
Okay, so Pratik has recovered his pawn. Here Narayani can blunder. And Narayani made a mistake, I think so.
Yes, queen takes d5 and then play rook g6. Pratik is winning this game.
What?
Sorry, queen takes d5.
Yeah, now I'll play
Narayani
bishop
played-
takes d4 check and then rook g6.
Bishop takes
Wow.
g4.
Yeah. Beautiful. Right.
Now, after bishop takes d4 check, you cannot take back with the rook, obviously, because your e1 rook is hanging, and you cannot take back with the pawn as well because knight.
Oh, he took
He
with
takes back
f4.
with the queen.
She took with queen. Oh, she's playing
Okay, she
brilliant.
takes back with the queen. Rook
But
g6.
still, rook g6 is coming now.
But still, rook
Rook
g6
d6.
is so dangerous.
अरे पृथ्वीजीत ने ड्रॉ कैसे कर लिया है? Gosh, Johnny.
No,
Yes,
he's not.
rook g6 is coming, and the
Drawing
only move is
it,
king h1.
Yeah, because you have to get rid of the pinner.
King h1 is going to be spotted. King h1 is going to be spotted, but
Yeah, he's still the two. I mean, from white side as well, you have to give the checks in the right way.
Yeah, he plays rook g6.
Spandan's put the opponent found a5.
Um,
you
I
cannot
don't
go
think
take
queen.
the rook.
You,
managed to win this.
no, you cannot
We
because
have to bank only on
queen
Pratik.
c1, queen f4 is a draw.
Yes. You
and
have to go
Spandan is
rook
below
g1 or
me.
rook f1.
Spandan once now feel a draw. Was-
I mean,
Pratik can turn.
Pratik played rook g6. And I
Now
think
I'm-
so it's forced.
Yeah, he played.
Yes,
She.
King H1 is
Yeah,
played.
King H.
96, 96. Play 96.
Now for actually seven.
Now, yeah,
Oh, it's not a
96. And if,
It's not
I
easy.
mean, there's knight f2
it's not an
checkmate
easy
anytime
draw,
the
right?
queen moves.
This is not an easy draw. I thought queen c1, queen f4 is a draw. Okay, fine. It's still a battle.
And
Pratik
Narayani,
could play 96.
96, Pratik, come on.
Queen d6, only move.
Yeah,
Yeah,
why did he not play queen c1 check? He played queen e1
No,
check.
queen c1. No, queen c1,
Pratik plays.
king h1,
One
queen
easy.
f4, king h1. Again, it's the same check. No? Maybe he's
Yes,
also
queen d6
greedy.
is played.
That's good. Queen d6 is the only move. Uh, now, how to play?
Yeah,
How to try and
but then
grind?
same king queen c1 is there back.
Sorry?
That's
No,
played.
opponent has to make concessions now. He has to play f5 or g5, something like that. That is the only way he can try. There is no easy draw. You are going to get two passers now. Rook takes c5.
yeah, not an easy draw.
Your c5 pawn is find some counterplay. I mean,
Sorry?
he had a draw in his hand. I don't know what he was doing, what he was thinking. He played queen e1
No,
check instead of
because
queen
they were
c1.
also playing for a win. Nah? And they're not
Yes,
sure,
but
like
then
they must.
you think that already one board is won, and the one board is
No, not
ending
necessarily. They might
in
be
a
thinking
draw.
like
So
it's
another
not
draw,
that. The other
and
boards are also not sure
another
what's
board is
happening.
going on.
Why didn't he play Queen C1 at the before Queen F4 perpetual, or
Okay,
was there
Pratik
something?
made a slight
Because he
error.
was playing for a win. Opponent was also playing for a win, probably.
Yeah, I mean,
अरे ये क्या किया? अरे ये
Pratik
तो
has
oh,
provoked
Pratik.
knight c6, giving up the exchange.
Yeah,
नाइट c6 दे
Maybe
दिया.
he is trying something with queen h4 and knight f2.
Yeah.
yeah, but has
It's
it
very
completely missed knight C6
dangerous.
or? Is it?
No, he saw
No,
knight
knight
c6.
he
He hasn't missed it, but
he
then he
missed
might
the
have
queen
missed rook f1.
sacrifice, like knight c6, queen h4. No, the point is knight c6, queen h4, knight takes b8, knight f2,
No,
queen takes
no,
f2.
no, that won't work.
That won't work, na?
Knight b8 and
Yeah,
Because
knight f2 is lost.
knight f2
Yeah,
is lost.
because you
Then
are getting mated on g2 next.
not easy at all. Knight c6, queen h4. Knight c6 she will play because that looks like the only move left. And queen h4 is the only move.
आई मीन पृथ्वीजीत ने कैसा ड्रॉ कर लिया ये?
I don't. I think that
हाँ,
she'll be
that's
afraid
one
of
thing.
knight c6. She might play rook f1 first. That's
You
also
see,
good.
once we are playing in that mode as well, you will understand that nothing is visible to us like engines. Okay, so they are trying their best.
Knight c6 on the board.
he has to play now Queen H4. That was the
This he
idea, I
will
guess.
play. And then he has to find some alternative for rook f1 because
Yeah, queen h4, rook
his
f1
b8 rook
seems to
is
be the only
almost
move, right?
trapped now. I mean, the idea
Yeah,
of
yeah.
queen d8 was queen h4, so he would play that.
He has to.
He
Maybe
should
he
play
has
that.
fought. He had
Yes,
fought at rook f1 now, and he's thinking what to do.
but nonetheless, he has to play Queen H4 first.
Yes, he has to play queen h4
Yeah, opponent plays Rook E2.
and rook e2 instead of rook f1.
Similar, no?
I thought maybe you can go rook f8, but then that's a very big blunder.
Rook e2 is a blunder. Why?
No,
because
no,
knight
rook
f5
f8.
and then
Rook
knight
f8.
e7 check is coming. You
Okay,
cannot play rook f8 here.
Cannot play rook f8.
You have to go queen
Then
f6, threatening queen f3 check.
It's tough in less time.
like,
come
come
on.
He
on.
should not play rook f8.
Rook f8 will be no. Rook f8 is a blunder, na? Because then rook is hanging.
He plays
He has
Ah,
the
he
same
blundered.
idea.
queen
He has
x.
the same idea. Queen
He
f3.
might he
But
can even play rook
he forgot knight
f6,
e7 check. So
but then
now knight e7 and it's lost.
What is the idea of queen
But
s3?
she also has to see it.
I shall see knight
he
e7
played
4
queen
picks.
h3 instead of.
Then what is the idea of queen s3?
Queen f3 check.
Then rook block.
But after that, king g,
Uh,
and you
rook
lose a
e,
rook.
but knight e7 check पे rook lose हो रहा है and then game gone.
Like अगर rook g6 मर गया तो फिर तो attack
I
नहीं है
mean,
कुछ.
yeah, knight e7 checks and then knight takes g6, and if you take back with the pawn, your e6 knight is falling. If you take back with the king, simply queen d3 check, and your queens are getting exchanged.
The queen move is blunder, I guess.
Yeah, this is lost now. It's like unless she fails to spot 97. Oh, she failed. She plays queen
He D3.
c d3.
She plays queen d3. That's good enough as well.
Yeah, that's also good move.
That's the best.
Again, same idea. Knight e7 check is forced. Your b8 rook is hanging. You cannot save everything
Yeah.
because she always has knight e7 check, so it's not working out.
Knight f4 is the only try now. Actually, I mean, he has to
But
try
knight
knight
f4,
f4.
queen takes queen, knight takes queen, and then check
Knight
is coming
e7
in.
again.
He plays knight f4, but queen
Okay,
takes
both.
queen.
This
I think
knight
so.
f4 is
दोनों
played.
ने knight e7 check is spot नहीं किया.
So she has to have that knight f4, knight e7 in her mind. Otherwise, yeah, yeah, if she finds it, it is lost.
Both are getting low on
Now,
time,
if queen
but still
e4
they
is
have.
played,
Spandan
it's
lost.
lost.
What?
Spandan
What?
lost. What? What?
Mate in 7.
Oh
Oh,
shit!
Oh,
He blundered playing rook
But
c8.
rook b3 बहुत difficult है find करना.
What is the idea behind rook b3? Okay, the idea is rook takes h3, king takes h3, queen h4 mate, and it's unstoppable. Oh,
oh. There are no checks with white.
yeah.
He has enough time to find it if he spend.
Oh my god. Swanton's non-losing streak, should it end like this? He
Yeah.
completely missed rook b3, and yeah, I'm hoping he doesn't find.
That will be missed and that will be overlooked and everything. It is
But
fine.
then even
He moves
h4 is
on.
winning now. That is kind of very easy to spot.
Look, it is a game. They will miss things. Fine, let it be. They will grow.
He
They have
gets
everybody has tried their best, so let them play.
knight f2 check by Pratik.
Oh, he finds rook b3. Now Spandan is lost.
Oh,
Oh my god. He plays rook b3.
damn.
Are we losing 3.5 here?
He gave him mate in 3.
Unless Pratik fights
I
it
think
out
so.
for a draw.
Spandan will resign.
But it's very hard for him winning throughout and in the end. It's hard to take winning throughout the game and ending in loss. Rook g3 is the move for Spandan's opponent. He played.
Yeah, Spandan is getting checkmated. It's made.
Rook b3.
Okay, Spandan. Yeah.
Pratik should take the pawn c3.
I mean, C6, C7, C8 queen, it's unstoppable. I don't think so.
Spite them. Just
Another
play
tough
to
game.
spite them until the end. It is.
Yeah, tough.
No, it's just not tough. Don't accept it. Don't accept it. You are better. See, all of you played well. You are better than this. Spite them. Spite them in the sense you need to get better. Obviously, you should know that as well by now. But the thing is, you are there. Somewhere it happens. Senior players also get destroyed sometimes at certain points. That is not the point. Spite them. Hate them if necessary. Hate them in the sense we have to crush them in certain mentality. Don't give up. This is not over yet. Two more rounds. More rounds are there. You can still get a medal. Everyone on the board is an enemy, whether it's an FM, GM, or even a best friend. For me, Himanshu is on a board, an enemy. Play with that. It happens. We can lose, we can win, no matter what happens. We are in this together. But don't give up. The 2 rounds, next 2 rounds are also.
Tomorrow, most likely with whom will be paired or something like. What do you think?
I would have a better idea. Maybe Hyderabad or Guwahati, right? Or someone in between. Maybe Indore, if they lose to partner today, they Indore or partner, I think one of them we will face.
I mean, Indore are actually 1 point above us, so I don't think so. We'll face Indore.
Damage logic.
Sorry, indoor are 1 point above us, but if they get a okay, then partner, if they lose or a draw, then partner we might face it.
I
Yeah,
mean,
Pratik also
Patna is
deserve.
higher rated team. We'll face only lower raters, I guess.
Okay, okay. There was a really good chance to win this. Board one, board two would have sealed it. Pratik's game was always double edged. That was
Yeah,
hard
Pratik
to
also
win both
resigned.
of those games.
It's over.
Yeah, yeah, he
Yes,
resigned.
Pratik's game was very complicated and it could have gone either way, but smooth sailing.
The way Prithviji threw it, like when he took that pawn, like it was not so obvious
They were
that
winning.
it will end in a draw when he took that pawn. He was still 4 pawns up. The variation was really lengthy that you have
Yeah,
to see that
Prithvi just at that
all pawns are
point like
falling
missed Queen
eventually.
E7.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
missed Queen
exactly.
E7
Queen
first.
E7.
Yeah.
Is it a big mistake? I don't see that as a big mistake. It's just he gave the pawn for okay. From there on, it's okay. It is what it is. Okay, I need some time off. You guys continue.
Jayaraman, yesterday's game, did you ask Prithviji, did he find that idea of perpetual that he had yesterday when he was forked? Like,
Yeah, I
if you
mean,
remember.
yeah, he missed it actually. He pawned the first move Queen B5, but then he missed Queen F5 and Queen E4 check. He went back Queen D7. He was afraid of the passed pawn, so he tried to control it by playing Queen D7, but then that pawn anyways promoted.
Yeah.
The FM quickly pointed out towards at the end of the game that he missed Queen F5 idea.
Oh,
Spandan was playing on quite low time for the last
yeah.
20-30 moves, so we can't blame him.
The moment where he took with the rook c7 pawn, he exchanged the rook. There he lost a significant advantage. Could have played g4.
Yes, yes, yes. G4, I don't think if it is that obvious to play G4 in that position, like there is a free pawn, why don't you just take it?
I
Yeah.
mean, he had idea of G4 for 3-4 moves, I guess. He could have played it at least once. He need not have given up the A5 pawn at all.
Yeah, and he played rook h4 was really unnecessary at that point. H5 simply blocked it all. H4, H5 was a better idea than Rook H4. Rook C4 was such a mess. Yeah. Rook H3 was really unexpected.
Actually, Prithvijit played Queen D6 here. This is just a formality before it ends. I guess even Queen takes D6 is a draw.
Yeah, his opponent defended it really well after Queen takes A5. And Jaraman, why did you take that knight?
I mean, I thought even after giving up the B2 pawn, I'll get the open B file, and I can
No, but
put my knight
both
on
have
D4
castled
and
on the
get the
short
open
side,
B5
so
one time.
taking that knight is not a great option for you.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't calculate well that I it was his pieces who might get well placed instead of mine.
And his both bishops were
Yeah,
so dominating on
they
those open fights. In Prithvi's game, there is a interesting line. So, okay, he gave G7 check, but if we go on 60th, if Prithvijit goes to C7, Queen C3,
I mean,
Queen
even the,
C6,
if the queens are exchanged, it's a
takes
draw.
straight.
So nothing's going to happen, I guess.
What?
Even if the queens are
Which
exchanged,
point you are
it's
taking?
going to be a draw only.
because the king can reach the A passer.
It is
Then
still draw after Queen's exchange, but it is reserved for White to defend if he has low time. Because there are some only
Also,
moves which he
white
has to
has F
find.
passer as well, so that is also there. It's the exact
Yeah.
same field in which both are promoted. So you have to see exactly where the trade will happen.
Also, I was seeing the line where, like, the Prithvijit made the move Queen takes A5 with all the advantage fell out. But the line he had to play was also tough. Like you had to give up that a6 pawn and then d6 pawn, and then you have to play with these two e passes.
True. Rook c4 was a great spot. Rook c4 from his side.
Is he losing or what? Prithvijit played Queen C7.
He's not losing. He is giving up
I
the
mean, I
pawn.
will just simply take the H6 pawn.
He feels it's the best chance to keep the queens. Like if he takes on h6, feels like he can try and do something with the a pass.
Oksijen
He has
yaratıyor
to,
da ziraatı sağ kalıyor. Ziraat şöyle radyo oksijen
even
yapıyor.
if it is lost.
Mavuk bakın
No, of course, Queen C6 check is lost. Maybe, yeah, he has to push the A passer.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, White will also play F4.
Why did he bring his queen in? Like, why did he give the h6 pawn?
Prithvijit was probably thinking that he'll promote that pawn, but that is not happening.
He's thinking like, okay, let white take that pawn and do something with the a passer. If he
He
traded
was
queens,
four
he was
pawns
like,
up, and then okay, he lost. He lost.
Oh, he played queen
What is he
c6.
doing here?
Oh,
"Nahin,
oh,
it's okay. What is he doing? Everybody can say what he's doing. What? Just let them play.
yeah,
Forget
but
it.
I guess it's not calculated that.
Fine. Let it be. Jaraman, you can see the board like you can see actually you can calculate very well. You have it, that's well. But
Yeah,
Oh
but
man, he
he's not able to,
blundered.
even when Mihir suggested that he's not able to see the king f3 and he's in time to cast the pawn. In that pressure, nobody can see at times.
Problem is when Black King is on b3, the g pawn promotes with a check. So it is always white who promotes first.
The same can be said of what each one is doing as well. Each game, like, why did I sacrifice a pawn on e6 and play a very difficult position when I know that it is objectively worse? And then I got outplayed. That regret is going to stay there forever. So we live with those.
I mean, yeah, this game, White has plenty ways of winning this. F4 wins, D4 wins, King E2 wins, King E1 wins.
I saw a message. Prithvijit Bhattacharya has left the chat. So that is ironic in this situation.
Yesterday also he was playing really well against that FM.
True.
It was a one move blunder.
But this game, he outplayed his opponent for most.
Yeah, like Queen takes A5 was if it was a blitz game, then probably Queen takes A5 was the most natural move which comes to your mind.
Someone also outplayed his opponent, I felt yesterday. This game was always double-edged. Could have gone either way. He was suffering a little.
He never gets to B2.
Is he feeling like he can still go for the stalemate? King B3, King A2, King A1, A5, A4, A3, and A2.
Maybe.
I mean, the safest win here for white is G4. It queens a check.
Yes, I think even after this, after King A2, still G4 is there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
now it is G4. King J2 is
He's thinking
surrender.
maybe G4, A1, G8 queens, A2, Queen G7 is mate. It's right in time.
Ah, too much activity for stalemate. Like black does not have a lot of moves. King A1 and then probably King D2, just giving him the B1 square.
I mean, you can play G5, right? Why do you want to play
No,
King D2
not
on
right
top?
now. Once he gets to A1 in the final move, and then A2 is his plan.
I mean, yeah, A1, but then by the time I will have my queen, I'll just checkmate.
Ah, shit, I did not see that. Queen G7 is a checkmate, yeah. Great middle games, but poor conversions.
hmm.
Prithvijit feels more sad because he
I'm
had time
gonna.
also.
Oh,
I mean, he tried to win that game because after seeing all three lose the game, there's no point in him taking the draw. So he gave up that points.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Oh, Jaraman, probably you are the culprit in this round because you finished it really early.
He knows that. He should
Maybe.
also think about it as well. But yeah, but there is no culprit per se. Battling means there is always a risk of losing, but we grow from those losses. Also remember that there is still two
Yeah, I
rounds.
mean, game's over.
Yeah,
Ritesh
no,
has like,
I'm not
Oh
blaming,
no,
but
no, I'm not. I'm
like
not saying
there was a
you're
lot
blaming
more
him.
to
I'm
do.
just telling him focus on the two rounds, whether he plays or not, or whether don't let the spirit down at this point, and also don't respect the opponents that much as well.
Yeah.
I mean, completely today. Okay, fine. You play very complicated chess. The first three rounds you play. Today it just felt very tame.
And many of you have beaten higher rated players. Like most of the other teams have more rated players, but you have beaten them.
What I felt was in Jayaraman's game, he was reacting to opponent's approach, especially as white, not having his own initiative going. We all fear like playing higher rated players. Even I don't have a